everyone, and welcome to a Viscous cycle. Thank you for joining us for an evening of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Sean, and I will be your dungeon master tonight. We are thrilled to be streaming at twitch.tv/RollTogetherRPG. For those who are new to Dungeons and Dragons, everyone here plays a fantasy character in a fantasy universe. The 5 players each have their own unique character with sheets that tell them who they are, what they can do, how likely they are to get caught in a magic mirror, as well as what dice they can roll. They will mostly be rolling 20-sided dice like this. This is a lovely specimen given to me as a present by one of my regular home game players. Thank you very much, Nikki. And those dice, when they're rolled, obviously have a maximum limit number. That is a d20, so the highest number is 20. And a 20 means something very, very good happens. It's something on the absolute utmost of humanoid possibility or potential. Whereas a 1 is something that is so hilariously or fatally bad that you'll be talking about it for years to come, even beyond your critical successes. And whilst they play their characters, everything else in this fantasy universe is played by me. People, monsters, humanoid bees, all that sort of thing. Between me describing the world and the story, and the players describing what they want to do in it, and some dice rolls to keep things unpredictable for all of us, we will tell our story. And speaking of keeping things unpredictable, as we have been doing the last 5 weeks, this is the 6th week, we're going to be doing a save, and the last save necessary, and this is what you're all going to need to get through this particular session. Strength saves, please. So let me know when you're ready.
Strength saves my ass.
Oh no!
I love you. I take back my obscenities, but strength is not good.
Feel free to use your giant strength potion on this roll, David, if you really want to go first.
I'm not going to waste the potion on a meaningless roll before the game. Nice try. No, it's cool.
Almost.
That was a 2 though, so gives you a hint.
I rolled a nat 1, so
That one's
getting out of my
one.
system.
I rolled a 13.
What?
I rolled 18.
18.
Oh,
11 for me.
11. All right.
I'd like to outsource my strength rolls to Johnny, please.
Probably wise. Cool. Well,
Okay. You do con, I'll do strength for you.
Johnny, then, could you please tell us who you are, what your pronouns are, your character and their pronouns, as well as your favourite part of the campaign so far, seeing as this is session finale?
Oh wow, that's a big thing to end on. So I'm Johnny. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm playing Rex Alathi, the half-orc cleric of Kalimvor, who also goes by he, him. Favorite part of this campaign so far, I think it's the way that we've gone around discovering the information and the role play that we've developed with each other. The story that's been crafted is amazing, and also the way that everyone's interacted with the story has been absolutely incredible. No one specific thing, just all the little bits and pieces, like the funeral song we had for the animals, and the way we had the whole situation with the circus and throwing people in the mirror to try and get other people out. It was great fun. It's really good.
Thank you very much. Right, well, moving down the strength list, Josh, your 13 has gotten you 2nd place.
Oh no. Hello. My name's Josh. I'm playing Jakarth. We both use he, him pronouns, and my favourite part throughout this entire campaign has just been the RP between all of us bonding together and forming this coherent group that isn't as chaotic as I thought we were going to be, although I fear tonight is going to prove that wrong.
Would I? Moving on. Scarlett, your 11 has gotten you the coveted 3rd place.
I am Scarlett. I am she, they. I am playing Hera, the zombie lady warlock. Favorite part is a little bit the same. It's just playing with everyone at the table. I like this table. It's lovely. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Right, well, David, you've been beaten to last place by the natural one, so...
I can't believe it. Thank you, Tom. It's very, very good of you. Yes, indeed. I am David, playing Eltrion, both he, him. And yeah, I know I don't want it to be a massive cringe fest, but I do have to echo the sentiments of the others. It's been a real joy playing with this bunch of people and with this excellent DM, and I'll be sad to see it end, and I hope it doesn't end too sadly. And also just a quick shout out to everybody that's watching. I've seen the comments that people have had in chat. I haven't always been able to watch live. I've had some to come back afterwards, but seeing everyone get into it and the support that we're getting, can't thank you enough. So we wouldn't be able to make these things if there weren't people watching them, and it's just great. It's great to see the work appreciated. It's great to have fun doing it. Yeah. I love these people.
We all love you too. Not to speak for everyone. I mean, maybe some people don't. I'm sure they do.
Oh, who are they? I'll fight them with forks.
Tom, natural 1, a crit fail on your strength test.
Surprise! For the final time, surprise and a woo to everyone.
Where the bloody hell have you been? I've not seen you all night.
I'm sorry. I had, things to do. By the way, that mysterious shipwreck. No, I'm not a crime fighter. I don't fight crime. I'm here playing this. Yes, Tom. Chaos. Just pop that down the bottom. He, him, and I'm playing Giacomo/Alan, who is a phantom rogue. We're finding out more. We're finding out that maybe everyone that Alan has ever loved is dead. So that's going to be fun. And yeah, I'll be soppy. This has been a really fun campaign and lovely, lovely times. And I think I also went into this thinking, it's going to be chaotic and weird. And then it's like, no, we're going to have a funeral for some animals and we're all going to just sit down and have a conversation about our feelings. And we're going to have, or like last episode with Hera, having a campfire and just going, while I just sit on the roof and shout things at her. No, I'm going to be sad this is over. Too bad we're all going to get the bloat in the next couple of hours and die. So, yeah. Next campaign are going to kill us, sort of like, they're like, some just general enemies. Like, no, it's the circle guys. No.
That one's wearing a scarf. That one's wearing a plague mask. Didn't help.
The Knights of a Woo.
Team a Woo.
See, we finally got the hashtag.
So before we kick off, this stream will run for 3 hours or thereabouts. Obviously, we've got a lot of stuff to tie up. So either it's going to be short because it will tie it up too soon, or it'll be too long. Probably that one. That's what my money's on anyway. There will be a roughly 5-10 minute break somewhere near the middle. I can't tell you exactly when that will be because we are improvising as we go. We are an improvisational troupe, and that's just the way things go. But enough about us. Let's talk about the people that help make this all happen, our supporters and our sponsors.
We are delighted to be sponsored by HeroForge. HeroForge offers fully customizable tabletop minis with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from. You can see all of the minis that we designed for this stream in the overlay, and they animate when we enter the combat, so look out for that. HeroForge are fantastic, so do check out the Pro membership where you can get premium access to features ahead of time, and beta access to things, and all sorts of cool stuff that just makes your life a lot easier. And you can check them out at heroforge.com.
We are delighted to be sponsored by Ultra Pro. They make accessories for D&D, Magic the Gathering, and more. My favourite part of their collection are their figurines of adorable power. Here is their gazer. They also make other things such as deck boxes if you play Magic the Gathering. You can find all of Ultra Pro stuff at ultrapro.com.
Hey friends, check out our new sponsor, Phoenix Dice, for a carefully curated menagerie of click-clack math rocks for your delectation. Check out their entire selection at phoenixdice.com, and just so you know, Phoenix Dice are all about living gloriously in the worlds of tabletop games and sustainably in this one, which means their dice are working to be recycled, their packaging is recycled, the dice are made of sustainable materials. It's all great stuff. You should definitely get involved. You can also join us today in chat with a chance to be in a raffle and win some Phoenix Dice of your own. Just put !dice into chat and you'll be in with a chance to win.
We're delighted to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a Dungeons & Dragons strategy video game that brings together D&D characters from novels, adventures, and multiple live streams into a single grand adventure. Select your heroes and formation, and battle through waves of monsters for free on PC, phone, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. You can pop exclamation code into chat for a free Electrum chest.
We are also supported by Warriors of Waterdeep. Take your team of warriors on a quest spanning the Forgotten Realms, all on your mobile. Power up your teams with items, work with your guild to defeat hordes of enemies, and test your mettle in the arena. And to make all of that work, you need gems! As we frequently say, the hunt for gems is real. Pop !WOW gems into chat for a link to collect free gems and get yourself that nice sword you've been looking at, or revive your heroes against a deadly foe. Download link !Warriors of Waterdeep in chat.
We're delighted to be supported by Neverwinter. In Neverwinter, explore and defend one of the most beautiful cities from Dungeons & Dragons' Forgotten Realms campaign setting as it rises from the ashes of destruction. Epic stories, action combat, and classic role-playing await those heroes courageous enough to enter the fantastic world of Neverwinter. Neverwinter is completely free to play, so set yourself up an account today and pop !NW gift into chat for a link to a free gift.
Check out our supporters at D&D Beyond, your guide to digital D&D. Make character sheets online, share them in a campaign, and track all of those tasty little stats in one easy place. You can use the Beyond app to track your characters on the go. You can also use their encounter tracker and archive monsters to run any smooth combat thing. You know what I'm saying. You're a DM. You've done this before. You know D&D Beyond is the place to go. You can also check out our character sheets with an ! Characters in Twitch chat below.
Check out our wonderful supporters, Elderwood Academy, who make beautiful bespoke gaming-themed gear, including hex chest dice boxes, spellbook deck boxes disguised as bespoke ancient arcane tomes, and scroll and codex dice tower and rolling tray pairings. Make your own with their online designer at elderwoodacademy.com.
We are Old Roll Together RPG on all of our socials. There will be links in chat, so do like, follow, subscribe, swipe left, and do a little dance on TikTok. A massive thank you to our D20 Club on Patreon. You can find a link in the chat right now. Thank you, mods, for all of your support in the linkage. You can help us to make our shows from just £1/$1/€1, or an equivalent amount in whatever your local currency is, if it is not one of those three. And you can unlock more tiers by joining. Our D20 Club are amazing people. It is exclusively amazing people, and if you get in, then everyone will get in, but you're all amazing because you're doing stuff. You've even set up a fan wiki for us, !wiki in the chat, as well as our fan Discord, where you can discuss the streams and complain about the weird way in which I describe you all, and I'll probably stop doing that at some point soon, who knows. You can access the Discord by !Discord in the chat. Our shows are also available as podcasts. We will try our best to audio describe things that we do, but sometimes it's just better to watch us raise the eyebrow rather than one of us have to go, Tom is raising an eyebrow, quizzically. But if you're strapped for viewing time and you just want listening time, Roll Together RPG on all podcasts and let us know if it is not there, for we shall make sure that it is there next time.
I personally like to go for a walk listening to the podcast to excite me to watch it live later on.
There you go. Double your trouble. Finally, we play with a diverse group of players who play a diverse set of characters with wide-ranging sexual and gender identities. Our tables are trans and GNC positive, and we encourage and champion trans and GNC players and characters in our games. The DM and players may portray characters that are of a different gender to their own. We aim to avoid misgendering, but acknowledge that it does happen, and have a company policy in place for correcting people on pronouns. If we miss an instance of misgendering, we are open to being corrected, so please do let us know in the chat if you think that one has been missed. You can check out !safety in the chat for our content warnings, of which there are several. I'm sorry, it's horror. What can I do? Yep. Anyone who's objects to denucleation, look away now. And some of the safety tools that we use through the TTRPG safety toolkit, such as pause cards, the OK symbol, which I always forget and always need to try and remember. A survey before we even begin, so that we make sure that we're not doing anything particularly unpleasant for any of our players, because your safety is key to us at all times. Speaking of which, let's place you in the most unsafe environment, the dragon's den. It's not literally a dragon's, Juroc Antoni, but in the den of a viscous cycle. Welcome back. So, last time, several of our number were trapped in a magic mirror, and you debated long and hard on how to escape that. You also encountered a few people who had previously been trapped in this mirror and had been displaced by those who had recently failed their saves and were trapped inside. Eventually, you decided to simply break the mirror, and lo and behold, you were all reunited, as well as one final person that Giacomo recognized turned out to be Ned Deuce. Ned Deuce, the backstabbing bastard. You determined what to do with Ned, and sent him away to face justice. You camped out at the carnival site where Giacomo had originated. While determining what to do on your long rest, you made contact with the Abale for one more time. Tolipanro, accompanied by a flotilla of bees, came along to find out how they could assist you, and offered to scout out around, see if they could work out where your next port of call was that you might encounter the villain known as Juroc Antoni. Finding the location, they even escorted you there. And during this flight of bumblebees, geared yourself up for what you might find. I'm not going to go into the horrors because, describing it last time was enough, I think. But horrors there certainly were, particularly for Giacomo, whose memories were coming back piecemeal as you found each person. One that I will go into is you found Giacomo Senior, the father not father you never had, but your surrogate father. And
I don't know. I didn't have a father.
Exactly, we don't know.
Yeah.
You found him and put him to peace before you eventually managed to find the chamber within which Antoni had sequestered himself. And this is where you now find yourselves faced in this large chamber, about 100 foot wide, 200 deep. It's a very tall chamber. You would imagine that it probably reaches to the top of this fortress, or there wouldn't be very many floors above it, if not. There's even a gallery around as you kind of look about it. You can see that stacked at the other end are a number of tables, desks, just random furniture that appears to have been collected from different parts of this fortress. Sat at the top of this, like a ramshackle mockery of a throne, is Juroc himself, sat, his arms steepled, his fingers steepled as his arms rest on a desk in front of him. And he greeted you as you came in. What's everybody doing at this moment?
Staring him down.
Oh yeah, 100% the old narrow, the close up on the eyes, gunfight the OK Corral, sort of. For those listening, we're all narrowing our eyes.
We're all doing our best Clint Eastwood, so like,
Yes.
Would I be able to cast a spell, just passively in the background?
I would say roll me a sleight of hand to see how subtly you can do it.
Oh, I'm hiding. I'm an old man. That's a natural 20.
Natural 20. What spell
It's
were you
going
casting?
so well, Rex. It was just a bless. I see things going. My allies are staring down. This creature's in front of me. We're in a very dark and dreary place. One thing I did want to ask: my emboldening bond should have affected 4 people, not 3, and I did it just before we came in. Are you okay for that to also have included Jakarth?
Yep, of course.
So it's the 4 aside from me. So the bless would also affect those 4 as well. So you get to roll 2 d4s on ability checks,
Blimey,
saving
that's
throws, or attack throws.
cool. Yeah, with your natural 20 on your sleight of hand, you manage to cast this subtly enough that at least you don't think it's been seen, or certainly it wasn't counted in any way. So, well. It's a pleasure to see you again, Eltrio.
I wish I could say the feeling was mutual. No, I don't wish that. You should be dead, Juroc.
I should be many things.
Well, on that we can agree. So, I assume now is the part where you hand yourself in.
Why would I do that? I'm on the cusp of my crowning glory.
Okay, do you remember the last time you were on the cusp of your crowning glory and then you got pile-drived by a monster that you thought was your lover? And not in a good way.
That was certainly not my beloved Ivid.
No. But again, are you familiar with the word hubris, Juroc?
Certainly am. And let me assure you that this is anything but. My pride was indeed injured in our last encounter, but I'm certainly more prepared now.
Uh-huh. There are a lot of people who you still have to answer for, you know.
There are always regrettable casualties when one is aspiring to greatness. I can't say that I'm not apologetic, but would I pay the price again? Of course I would.
It's not your choice to make, Antoni.
And yet it's a choice I did make. So, in some ways it was.
There you're on the verge of your crowning glory.
Indeed I have, Jakarth.
Then what was I? To some thing that you disposed of? Had your little bit of fun with dragon's blood, made me and tossed me aside so you could move on to whatever these things are.
Trying desperately to make eye contact with the others in the party, seeing if anyone knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Just confusion looking at you like,
I haven't recovered from the fact he had sex with a monster. Just what's happened? What did I miss?
Jakarth, I'm sorry that your pride seems to have been wounded, but you were not the perfect creation. You were the perfected technique. A composer doesn't learn the scales and then simply stop at a nursery rhyme. No, they go on and compose their magnum opus.
A family brought me to you when I was a child. Some disease that I was suffering from. You did these things to me. These scales are from you. And all you can say is that you wanted to move on and do it with other things and create other people, and the scales begin to flare up. Nose and cracks begin to form around my nose as my face begins to extend outwards, almost draconic-like.
Yes, indeed. As I said, one doesn't simply perfect one's craft and stop.
Just gonna bonus action speak into Giacomo's mind. I think this shit might be about to go sideways, so just stay alert, okay? I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Noted.
I have spent many years, many human lives wanting to hurt you, wanting to bring you to justice. But I have learned some things from the people around me. And I look towards Eltrion and mainly towards Rex. You have to answer for the sins that you have caused. I suggest you come quietly.
Eltrion's giving Jakarth a look as if to say, we might have learned some things from you too, buddy.
Or else what? You 5, your paltry party will bring me to Lord Neverember in irons, will you?
Nursery rhymes hold an element of truth in them, and they're often a place where we find knowledge. And if you are referring to Archer Karth here as a nursery rhyme, then his truth will find you sitting on that chair, either on the ground, defeated, or in chains. It is not just our power that we bring to bear. No, it's those that grant us that power. Antoni, Juroc, person on that chair. I would listen to the wisdom of my colleagues and come quietly.
And you would know a lot of truth, wouldn't you, Rex? Indeed, I've scried you all. I know you. I know you, some of you, better than you know yourselves. Isn't that right, Shira McThumin? And he stares directly at Hera.
Come again.
That's not my name.
Even Giacomo's like, is that my name? I mean, that's who I am.
Oh, your dearest mother has not been particularly forthcoming on your identity, has she? But I know who you are.
Good for you.
Don't listen to him. It's a bag of lies. It's what he does. He manipulates people, turns them against each other. He's not on our side.
Can I make a insight?
Yeah? What's your insight?
A 9.
9. It kind of came out of left field. You weren't expecting necessarily to be addressed or to be faced with stuff like that. You have no idea if he's telling the truth or if he's just trying to get into your head.
This man has a silver tongue, Hera. He'll say whatever he needs to get what he wants.
A quick question. Does Bless affect ability rolls or is it only attacks?
Ability rolls. You can roll 2d4 because of the bond as well.
Suddenly your insight just clicks in. You're like, oh, by the way.
Oh, right.
And the blessing.
I'm going to do 2d4s then.
You just catch Rex looking at you. Oh yeah, good roll.
You do that, and then you squint even more, and you're like, oh, I think he's lying.
It's like this cut away to like Rex and like mist swirling around like, the power is within you.
You are
Okay.
What were your 2d4s?
20.
Ooh, 5.
5?
Yeah.
The D4s, Hera.
I would say that you kind of, at first, you're a bit taken aback and you're not sure what. But then as you kind of think on it, something kind of clicks in your mind and it's almost like a memory kind of unlocks itself from the back of your brain. And you do recall that the Grave Mother referred to you as Shira instead of Hera when you spoke to her previously. So probably at least a modicum of truth in this.
Huh.
Damaged like your name badge or something. Like it's not off. You're like,
Achievement unlocked.
Hey, I named myself after a coat, so.
It's just a name. The fact that you know it is unsettling. I'm not important in this fight, you know that.
Well, I see no benefit to myself to not let you believe that, so no, indeed, you're not. Is that all you've got then? Words? I tire of this.
I mean, if you want to come to blows.
I only have one question for you, Antoni. How do we kill you so you stay dead?
My dear Eltrion, there is nothing that you could do to me that I have not experienced 100-fold in this lifetime and many previously. But if you care to try, you're welcome to.
Looking at the others, and then back at Antoni. Challenge accepted.
I fire an arrow at him.
Let's make it 101.
That's your surprise attack. Everybody roll initiative.
3.
I guess it's go time.
This would be a good time for a good roll. I feel like this roll is going to be good. Oh, it was. Sweet.
What'd you get?
23.
Got a 22.
Is that on your attack or on your initiative?
That was initiative, sorry.
Okay. Keep calling
16. 16 for Rexy boy.
13.
An 8.
Oh, Hera.
Sorry, he taunted you.
I was confuzzled.
I just had a moment of going, probably should have asked if my girlfriend's still alive. Oh, well. Don't work that out later.
Do you want to roll your attack while I just get up some dice so that I can roll?
Not attack us.
That was a 27 to hit. I didn't use sharpshooter because I wouldn't have thought I would have had time to aim. I literally, as soon as Eltrion said accepted, I fired.
Right. So a 27 to hit, and you're aiming directly at Antoni.
Yes, please.
Yeah, you hit.
Nice. And then that is going to be... that is going to be 13 points of piercing damage, along with a nice little psychic spike of dreadful stripes. And I'm going to favoured foe him as well. So that is going to be 3 psychic damage and an additional 1 point of piercing damage.
Nice.
So I mark him as my target.
Perfect. Okay, well, that being a surprise round, we will now enter initiative proper. So, top of the round with your 23, David. Eltrion is up first.
Ooh, this is tricky. I mean, Eltrion knows about stuff like simulacra or various things, and previously, Antoni had been using magic jar to store himself. So the chances that this are actually Antoni is about 50-50. But Eltrion don't care. Eltrion looks at his friends and the fact that so many deaths have been laid at this asshole's door, and just thinks like all the suffering that could have been solved. I mean, admittedly, Giacomo would have actually probably been dead, and so would Hero if it hadn't been for the whole plague and the rebirth and stuff. But taking all things being equal, Antoni's going down. Can I ask, Sean, how far away, if you had to put it, say, in terms of feet, would you say he was?
So this chamber is 200 feet long. You are right at one end. Antoni is on his makeshift throne at the other end. So it's a good 200 feet between you.
Sorry, you were shouting that entire time.
You don't know!
How do we kill you?
I'm gonna conduct my conversation from over here for reasons.
Your name's Shira. Shira.
How far into the chamber do you think you would have gone before you stopped?
I mean, not to mess or anything, let's say 150 feet?
I was thinking the exact same thing.
No, let's say 50 feet? I don't know. Not that I'm looking at what the ranges are on my spells right now, Sean. Why would I do that? You don't know. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I don't know. I think it's reasonable that we would have gone into the room, approached him.
I'll say 150 feet is fair.
So he's 150 feet away.
Yeah,
we went in.
You came in 50 feet. And that's where you initiated your conversation.
Okay, that is totally and utterly fair. I will move another 30 feet, trusting in my friends to stand at my side. I can't annoyingly do a hell of a lot, and I can't cast a spell and a cantrip. So I'm just gonna try and hit him with a firebolt. That's pretty much all I can do at this range.
Firebolt.
Yeah, I'll be 120 feet away now.
Yeah.
Oh, in which case, no, screw it. There's something else I can do. Although he's a wizard, so int saves. No, fuck it. I'm gonna hit him with a firebolt.
Firebolt.
And this will be a good test. Is it actually Antoni spell?
Okay.
So just whip it
spell
up.
Attack or?
Yeah, spell attack.
Okay.
So 23 to hit.
23. Yeah, that hits.
Cool. It's not going to end the world. I don't want to set the world on fire. It's just 11 points of fire damage. That's all it is. Okay. And yeah, just staring him down.
Antoni just kind of sits there and seems to be absorbing these hits.
Is it you? Is it actually you?
Closer and find out.
Oh, I will come closer. Don't you worry about that.
Is that everything on your turn?
Yeah, that's everything for now.
Okay. At initiative count. Oh, no. That was Eltrion. Now it's Jakarth. You've had your surprise, and now you get to take your turn as proper.
Take him out, Jakarth.
Are there any... There are pillars in this room, is that correct?
Yeah, there's kind of a balcony that overhangs into this area. So there's pillars dotted up and down.
Okay, I'm going to move slightly closer towards him, pulling out more arrows to fire. And I'm going to, as I get close to one of the pillars, I'm going to let off one of the arrows, take a quick breath to aim it, and I want firing it straight for the center of his chest. I'm going to use sharpshooter.
You are?
That is a 22 to hit with sharpshooter.
Yep. Nothing I can do about 22.
Okay, so I am going to do something that I've not actually done yet. I am going to spend one of my superiority dice, and I'm going to do a distracting strike. So, just read out for everybody who doesn't know what it does. When you hit with a weapon attack, you can expend one superiority die to add the total to the damage roll, and the next attack roll against the target by an attacker other than you has advantage if the attack is made before the start of your next turn. Sure. My normal damage with my favoured foe and the D8 is going to be 16 points of piercing damage, plus the dreadful strike. It's a lot of dice, and then 1 point of psychic damage. And as the arrow hits him, I just say, "Come for me first. Let's see if this experiment of yours is really a failure." And then I'm going to fire again at him.
Okay.
Sharpshooter. That is a 11 to hit.
11 does not hit.
Okay. And then I hide behind the pillar.
On initiative count 20, you become aware of the air around you is kind of stagnant. It appears to be charged with some sort of energy, and you're not entirely sure what it is. You can see that there's just growing on the pillars and the walls around you, just patches of kind of moss and mold. You're not entirely sure what happens, but something happens. Antoni doesn't seem as bothered by the shots as you might have liked. But that's all I'm going to tell you for now. Rex.
Perfect. So Rex is kind of standing at the back a little bit, but he shuffles forwards and he looks at his friends engaging in combat. And he looks up at Antoni and he says, "It is not my place to judge. But with my own eyes, I have seen the hurt that you have brought upon my friends and their loved ones. So I will not judge you, Antoni. But by God, I will avenge them. And then there's this halo of light that ricochets out of Rex. And it makes his form almost shimmer and ethereal for just a second. And as the halo of light expands out, it kind of rushes back in again. And as it collides with Rex, there's a large influx of light, like a pillar. And as you kind of blink away the light for a second, you see this large spectral creature standing behind Rex. And just ever so slowly pulls out this like large golden plated celestial being stands above him, almost incorporeal inside him. And he just starts lifting up this bow. And Rex holds out a finger and points at Antoni.
I mean, what spell is it that you're casting?
Summon celestial spirit. Summon celestial.
Yeah, so technically, if you're summoning the celestial spirit, then
I'm casting it on myself. Like it's another being, but I kind of wanted to have it like it flows out of Rex into this creature, and then.
So if you're 160 feet away, the spirit appears 160 feet away, and then
it's
does
with
what it
me,
does,
yeah.
And it moves on its turn, which is directly after yours.
Yeah, so it'll go after me. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's whatever the range is on its range attack then.
I think then that this does go ahead because I clearly don't have the range on the counter spell yet.
Yes.
So go ahead.
Cool. So the halo of light comes back in. There's a pillar of light. You blink away, and then you see this spectral kind of ghost pull its way out of Rex's body and just slowly lift up this golden bow, golden armor in his hand. Rex points at Juroc and just says, "Avenge them." Like, avenge them. And with that, my turn ends. Its turn goes immediately afterwards, and it knocks this giant celestial arrow and then fires twice with its radiant bow attack.
The first attack will have advantage because of my distracting strike.
Just for the avoidance of doubt, what's the range on those attacks, Johnny?
220 feet, yeah.
Plenty of range. Range for days.
150/600. So yeah,
so 150 is normal.
So I'm just within range for not disadvantaged.
It's set towards 1 foot, and there's like 149. There you go.
So the first one will be. I have the stat block here because it's not in there. That'll be 16 to hit on the first attack.
I hit.
That with the advantage.
Yeah, that's with the advantage. Didn't roll very well. The second one definitely doesn't hit then. That's a 12. So these celestial bolts just thump into the area around him then.
Is everyone adding their... you don't have the D4s, but everyone...
Yeah, I don't have those, yeah.
We got D4s for days.
Yeah, don't forget, you got D4s coming out of your ears. Okay, anything else on your turn?
It's going to fly... alongside Eltron. So, it'll hover just behind him with this large golden bow. You said you moved 30 feet forward, Eltron?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it moves to 120 feet away.
120 feet. Sorry, in what direction? Towards or?
It moves 30 feet towards him.
Gotcha, so it's currently 120 feet away.
Yeah, paralleling Eltron. Paralleling? Yeah.
No worries.
Assemble!
And I will also move up with it as well. So I'm kind of, it's like we're staggered. So.
Cool. Following Rex is Giacomo.
I think I will start walking, but I think I will walk slightly diagonally because I don't want to clump and then just sort of being going, well, I mean, Rex says it's not for him to judge, but I think it's for me to judge. You've murdered my entire family, and I'm not going to lie, I'm not that happy about that. You'd lie to me, but I'll give you the benefit. Why? Why us? Why did you think you could get away with it?
Doesn't answer you.
Well, that's incredibly rude.
You also had 6 seconds, so.
Yeah. I just look at it like, rude. I think I'm still walking when I go road and click and just fire the crossbow, which I think it's at disadvantage because it's 80 foot normally, but who cares?
Advantage, but still.
So 17 or 16.
You can add your 2d4 if you need to.
Or if I add that to so that's 4, so that's 20 and 25.
25?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ask a question. He doesn't reply. Rude, click, boom. 11 points of damage.
11. Nice. Okay. Anything else in your turn?
So that's the thing. So if we're imagining they're in like the center of the room, I've kind of been going that. So if Sage Cuff went that way behind the pillar, I think I'm walking towards the other pillar. Actually, I can use my bonus action to dash. So I think, and then I'm over, and I'm like, well, there's something wrong with these pillars. My plan to hide behind this appears to have gone down the Swanee. Oh, weird. I think I won't get. I'm trying to hide, but I don't want to get too close to the weird pillars. I'm just like, weird.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Cool. Following your turn, it is Juroc Antoni.
Boo.
Much boo.
Well, I can see that this is going to be more frustrating than I initially anticipated, but it's not too much bother.
Debate me, coward. Answer my questions.
Please could everybody roll a dexterity saving throw as Juroc weaves his hands together and prismatic energy starts to appear between his palms and he blasts you with prismatic spray.
D4s?
1d4, isn't it? Or do you get one for bless as well? 2. Oh, cool.
You get on both.
Oh, amazing.
Do I get any other advantages for being behind cover?
Not so good for me though. That's only a 14. Rexy.
Roll me a stealth check on you to see how
20
far behind the cover you are.
8. No, 4, 5. Yeah. Cool.
That
Juroc
is
move
a 23.
23. Yeah, I'd say you probably have full cover, so we'll add. I think with full cover, probably can't be hit.
Full cover.
Is it 5 on full?
Plus 5 AC, yeah.
That's what I thought it was, but just cool. Right, well, plus 5 to your AC then.
Okay. I rolled a natural 1, but I got a 10 in total. Sorry, I got 14 in total.
14. Okay.
Also got 14.
14.
Yeah.
30-20 for me.
Hey. 26.
And so, David, what was yours? I didn't catch.
28.
28.
I have elf crunches.
So, those Johnny and Josh, you have failed the save. You take this in full. Everyone else, you take half. However, I have to determine.
I'm a rogue, so it's.
So you take nothing.
Yeah, evasion.
I'm
a rogue.
I just need to roll some d8s.
What type of damage is it, Sean?
That's what I'm rolling a d8 to determine.
Okay, cool.
So
it's one of these 5 things.
I like to go alphabetically. So Eltrion. That is a 3 for you, making it lightning damage.
Absorb elements.
Okay. You still take some of it though, don't you?
Yeah, I take a half, so I take a quarter effectively, because I have resistance, which means it will half the half that I was going to take.
Okay.
Just hold up my staff, and the crystal just glows a bit, like a lightning rod.
So your damage is 33, but halved. So quiet. 16.
Okay. Beep. Oh.
Next, Giacomo, I believe. Yeah.
As I said, it doesn't. I passed, so no damage.
Yeah, but I still want to know what type it was.
Oh, let it hit me.
It It was lightning, so it kind of blasts the column that's near you.
Lost all my temp HP. That upsets me.
Next up is Hera. Something different. You are hit by fire.
Oh.
As the undead, we hate fire.
No likey.
Fire burn bad.
Thank you, D&D Beyond. I would not be able to roll 10d6 and then count it quite as quick. You saved, so yours is half of 41, so 20 points of fire damage.
Oh, okay.
Jakarth, you are up next.
Really wish I wasn't.
I'd rather not be.
4, which is poison damage.
The one thing that isn't on my thing.
So, I'll have your 10d6 in a second.
You do still have 9 temp HP.
I just want to check with something with you quickly after this, Sean, if that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was 33. It was 33 the total.
33 was what I rolled with my 10d6, so you halved it to 16.
And then I half it again.
Because of
resistance.
Yes.
So it's 8. Okay, thank you.
No worries. Josh, you didn't save though, did you?
Yeah, I take that full 35.
You take 35. And finally, Rex. He's loving the lightning, so it's lightning for you.
Ultimate power!
Oh, gosh.
No!
Just pick it up and throw him down a hole.
Yeah.
30.
I've got to close this gap fast. I ain't got that many spells that will function at this range.
Oh my god!
Rex, no!
But ultimately,
Unlimited power!
do you remember, for some reason, Palpatine has returned. Just...
Oh, yeah. And that reason is member berries.
As he kind of forms this this prismatic orb between his hands, and then it blasts out mostly lightning, and a bit of poison and fire just arcing away as well.
No more bless.
You become aware of this kind of onerous droning sound in the air. You're not entirely sure kind of where it's coming from, as well as a kind of repetitive sound, almost like wood being sawn in two. That kind of noise, that just kind of occasional. But you're not entirely sure what that would be. So up next in the initiative is Hera.
I want to step to the side for my movement. Get to the side.
Okay, not going closer.
Nope. I want to look around for Giacomo's girl or any kind of hostages or innocents around, please.
Give me a perception check as a free action.
11.
11. You're a bit distracted by the big zappy man on the throne.
This is awfully zappy.
You don't see any prisoners or anything like that, but having seen what was in this place before, you know that there's plenty of like cells and rooms, etc.
Okay. Can we see any of the cells, or is it all in rooms?
This is one big hall, so you kind of shut off from the outside from in here.
Okay. I want to head towards where I think that could be, just to try and help out. Why the fighters are fighting. Okay. Okay, I've got people to save, possibly.
I'd say that there are kind of side doors that you could make your way to if you wanted to hunt down instead.
Yeah, I want to help out as much as I can while the damage dealers are damaging.
And you're going to use your... Go on.
I was going to say that we're all running around and you're just walking, sort of like patiently, like, all right, I'm going to go deal with this. Meanwhile, we're jumping and flying around. Like, okay.
You haven't used an action just yet, so unless you wanted to attack Antoni, you could use your action to walk further.
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. I would say that from where you were stood, there's a door kind of midway down the 200 foot. So with 60 foot of movement, you could make your way out of that door into the corridor where there are a number of other rooms.
Okay. I'm being very cautious. I'm not just like, Papa! Before I get there, I'm going to shout back to Eltrion, don't let my family die, please! Pointing at the other two.
There's a nod, a slightly electrocuted nod as Eltrion's hair has gone full, like just spikes aplenty.
And firstly, what's your passive perception?
A passive 11.
11.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Could you just roll me a d6?
Very well.
I'm going to tell you straight off, odds are bad.
Oh, 5?
That droning noise that you are unable to determine the location of turns out to have been coming from this corridor.
Oh!
You are faced with a large drone, one of the worker bees from the hive. However, you notice that its antennae seem to have been severed. And it's looking at you with its pupil is entirely dilated, potentially in a crazed manner. And it attacks you, I'm afraid.
Oh, hi.
Oopie. It's the Scooby-Doo thing of just opening the door like, oh, hello.
Oh! Bad
Fortunately,
bee.
it only gets one. But that would be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, it hits me. Ugh.
Well, it's close enough. I'd swoop in and take the damage.
You can.
No, I'm not close enough.
Oh, what's the range?
I've checked.
Oh.
Definitely not close enough.
Oh, it's 30 feet, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, right, 30.
I mean, even if I was in 30 feet, I still wouldn't have been close enough, which is a shame.
It lunges forward and bites at you with its pincers, dealing...
Hera, no!
I don't taste good.
Goddamn bees!
12 points of piercing damage as it grips you in its mandibles.
Okay.
But that is it on its turn. Everyone else in the other room, you watch as Antoni appears to be growing more impatient with the barrage that he's been subjected to, and kind of says, right, well, I suppose I'm going to have to wade in here. The throne built up around him starts to quiver and fall away, and you watch as the form of an Etin is revealed. However, in place of one of its heads, you notice that Antoni has grafted his hips onto its neck. So he is in place of one of its two heads. You also notice that in the chest cavity of this Etin is a large eye. And the Etin begins to stride towards you.
That's incredible.
Just point, shoot the eye.
I have a feeling I know what that eye is.
The Etin strides towards you, and I'm just checking the ranges. Eltrion, you are the furthest forward.
Mm-hmm. With the celestial thing.
Yeah, you are 120.
And also Rex.
I'm also quite far forward as well. I would be the same bit as Eltrion, but behind a nearby pillar.
Yeah,
Not that close to him.
I feel like me and Rex and the Celestial are just all kind of standing heroically. As heroically as one can when one's been subjected to assault and battery. Did the Celestial get hit by any of these things, Barry?
Oh.
It can be.
Good point. It can be.
Oh, also,
Yeah.
did you make a concentration check?
I made one and it failed for the bless, which is gone.
Oh no. But yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
We've all got 1d4 now, is that right?
Yeah,
So that's
just from the
six.
emboldening bond. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, I better make a roll. Sorry, posthumously.
I'm now thinking this thing has a disturbing amount of movement speed. If
I'm afraid I rolled an 8 on the Celestial, which means I get to roll twice.
No, you don't.
I'm re-rolling other 8s.
No.
Would rather you didn't.
okay, preferably.
Well, I think my Celestial's gone.
That's a 7.
Its name is Sebastian. You
A
wouldn't
2.
hurt Sebastian.
Pretty little face.
It's because avenging failed.
Oh.
So
Sad Celestial.
one of those is a violet ray, which is
Good luck.
Pretty.
Can you make the dex save for the Celestial, please?
Yeah.
I did a cartwheel.
That's 20.
20. Okay, it saves. It still takes half of the damage. One of the rays was a violet ray, which would blind it on a fail. However, you didn't fail it, so doesn't say anything happens on a pass. So you basically only take the half acid damage from the orange ray.
Right, it's not resistant to that.
But at least you didn't suffer the effects of 2 rays because of your pass.
Well done, Sebastian. That's his name now. It's canon.
Oh yeah.
So I rolled 45, but you passed, so that's half of the damage. 22 acid.
Celestial looks hurt.
Ouchies.
Oh.
I've been doing the maths. You're about 120 feet away. I don't think I'm actually. Oh no, I can use that one. So I like to randomize. So I've got 3 of you that can see it, I believe. Rex. Oh no, all 4 of you. So I'll roll a d8. 1 or 2 will be Eltrion. 3 or 4 will be Giacomo. 5, 6 will be Jakarth, and 7, 8 will be Rex.
And Sebastian can.
That is a 2, that's Eltrion. Can you please roll me a wisdom save?
10.
That's a D4.
Oh yeah, plus D4.
Is that plus both of... Oh no, you lost bless, so yeah. That's
Only-
14. It's as good as
14.
it can be.
That is exactly what you needed to roll. So
Oh my god.
Is it?
Rex just gives you the side eye, like, oh god.
Oh my god, thank you, Rex. We're starting to believe.
I'm not.
You just hear a voice in your head going, I'm sorry, you're what?
so nothing happens to you for the moment, but things are going on. That is the Etin's turn. It just kind of starts lumbering towards you. Its single remaining head looking incredibly upset about its current state of affairs. So back to the top of the round, Eltrion.
How far away now, Sean? It starts moving towards us.
It's moved towards you. Its movement is 40, so it's about 80 feet away.
Okay. I'm
The
gonna,
Etin and Juroc on its shoulders.
Yeah, the beholder eye is the worst part of this. Yeah, okay. I'm thinking. Yeah, but there's 2 choices. One that does damage and one doesn't. We can hide in it, but that's fine. Okay, Eltrion is just going to take one that's left, one that's to the right. And out of character, Just, I'm sorry, this is going to slightly fuck your turn, possibly, but it's okay. I'm going to cast drawing in on myself, opening a gateway into the void, centered on the Ettins / Juroc's feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast Hunger of Hadar at 3rd level. Which, if those that don't remember, you open a gateway to the dark between the stars, a region infested with unknown horrors. A 20-foot radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold appears, centered on a point with range and lasting for the duration. This void is filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises that can be heard up to 30 feet away. No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area, and creatures fully within the area are blinded. The void creates a warp in the fabric of space, and the area is difficult terrain. Any creature that starts its turn in the area takes 2d6 cold damage. Any creature that ends its turn in the area must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 2d6 acid damage as milky, otherworldly tentacles rub against it. So that is what I'm going to throw up.
Gross.
Yeah. He's 80 feet away, so
That's 120. Yeah, can't counter spell.
Can't counter it, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm popping that down, and then just as a bonus action, because there's nothing else I can do with it, I'm going to speak into Rex's head. Just be like, "Thank you. I felt the magic of your light doing something to me there, and you're a top priest, Rex. Top priest. Never thought I'd die side by side with a cleric. Anyway, that's longer than 6 seconds, but I'm just throwing up that Lord of the Rings reference.
What about side by side with a friend?
Yeah, and I'm going to run and hide behind the pillar.
Oh, it's just move.
So,
and Sebastian
should the creature emerge, I don't want to be the first thing that it sees, but it will take some damage now from that, which will be. Gosh, I'm actually nervous. This is feeling like a fight here.
Do I have to roll a save first, or is it just happen
no? The
first time?
save will be when you end your turn. Oh no, it's fine. So it'll be at the start of the turn. It will take damage, and at the end of the turn, if it's still in the area, then you roll a save. Otherwise, it takes damage.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. And that's that for me.
No problem. In that case, Jakarth, you are next.
How far away is Hera? She's 60 feet away, isn't she?
Yeah, about 60 feet and through a door.
Okay. And the bug is 60 feet as well?
Yeah, yes, ostensibly.
Okay.
Hera's movement actually would have taken her a little bit out of this corridor, so it's probably going to be a difficult shot if you don't advance.
No, I'm going to advance forward, moving round and towards where Hera is.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I see Hera being assailed by this creature, I'll move my full 30 feet, and I'll just go, as I'm sort of running forwards, my bow in hand, my claws begin to extend outwards, and these bones begin to crack. My bones in my face begin to crack and extend outwards. My teeth become jagged, and my body becomes fully covered in scales. And as I get to hit the 30-foot mark and touch the floor, I disappear in a cloud of mist, and I appear 5 feet above Hera. And as I fall down onto the bee, I want to land on the bee. I'm going to use my primal savagery to attack it.
Nice. Roll me your attack.
That's bloody awesome.
And as I fall down, I just go, and I'll just rip into it. That is a 22 to hit.
22 hits, roll your damage.
That is 13 points of slashing. No, that says poison damage. Does that say poison damage? Let me just check, sorry. Acid damage, sorry. 20 points, 13 points of acid damage.
13.
And I'm trying to land on it as well.
Roll me a dexterity save.
With the D4. That's a 22. 25.
I would say that you successfully managed to land. It's got wings, but you managed to land just above the wings, just near its neck kind of area.
I'll turn to look back at Hera, and Hera, you'll see that my face has gone full like Dragonborn-esque, and I'll just turn to look at, and as my face begins to pull back and reveal what I look like normally, I'll just say, Hera, run!
Okay. And that's action bonus and movement, so...
Action bonus movement, yeah.
Cool. Right. After your turn happens, those of you who can see, actually, thanks to your spell, Juroc is entirely in the darkness, isn't he?
Yeah.
So none of you can see this. Therefore, you don't get to know what happens.
Fair enough.
All right.
Do we hear anything? Slurp, slurp.
Not necessarily, but it is now Rex's turn.
I think shenanigans is happening in those shadows.
There's already plenty of tentacly shenanigans. There's just more shenanigans.
Stay near me. I'll protect you. Well, me and my friends. And there's another explosion of light that ricochets out. A halo of light that rushes out from Rex. And he looks up at Sebastian. He goes, Sebastian, I think it's time to get Angelo in here, don't you? And right next to Rex, on the right, this large behemoth of a celestial creature just forms up. It's got like two shields on either side, just a spiked helmet, radiant golden, and just stands alongside and he goes, hello? I'm Angelo.
Quick question, Johnny.
You're right. It's me, Angelo.
This is Guardian of Faith.
Okay. Summon Celestial is a concentration spell.
Yeah, so this won't break it because it's not a concentration spell.
But when you took the damage, you said you failed your concentration save. So to cast Summon Celestial, Bless would have actually already gone.
Yeah, Bless would have
and your
gone.
Celestial would have been the thing that dropped.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
All our noses bleed. Sebastian is white for the time stream.
So Sebastian disappears, and in his place, Angelo appears.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
This is Spiritual Guardian, did you say?
No, this is Guardian of Faith.
Guardian.
So this is a large spectral guardian appears and hovers only in one designated area, which is the area next to Rex. There'll be 10 foot in front of Rex. Any creature who moves within 10 feet of the guardian for the first time must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 20 radiant damage.
Nice.
That just stop us? Is it like Spirit Guardians where you choose who it affects, or do we just not
No, it's just a large tank that just sits there, and any enemy that comes near it. It's any creature that's hostile. Yeah,
hostile. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So like with Spirit Guardians, you have to go that person, that person, that person, that person. Yeah.
Okay. So he just plonks into existence.
Anything else with your bonus action?
I can't cast another spell. I do have 2 weapon fighting, but I'm too far away, so no.
So no. Okay.
I have my shield out and my mace. I'm just standing as a 10 foot behind Angelo, and like probably 5 or 10 foot to the right of Eltrion.
Following your turn, then it is Giacomo.
I assume this is the Etten from the poster, right? Is it, which head do they take? Do they take comedy or tragedy?
So, this is the Etin from the carnival. They took, I would say, as Giacomo would kind of recognise from seeing, they took the better natured head, leaving only the more foul-tempered one.
Oh no! Oh, he's so rude. He keeps spitting and telling rude limericks that don't even rhyme. I hate him. Giacomo feels a little more sorrow in his chest. As like a mental checklist. He's like, yeah. It's like me. What's it? Is it B? What's the name of my girlfriend again? I know that's a terrible.
You couldn't remember it. You did a chess. You remembered B something, but you weren't sure.
Her name was B. It just like the mental checklist. It just does that B and then just E question mark. Okay, so B's. Okay. So they're currently like covered in darkness. We can't see them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which side of the room did Jakarth? Because Jakarth and I went to separate sides.
You did. Jakarth went to the same side as Hera, which in my head was off to the left.
Okay.
So you went off to the right.
Right. Is there a door to the right?
There is another door to the right.
Might as well start door busting. I assume this is fine. I'm coming, B. I'll head through that door.
Okay. How are you going stealthily? Are you just kind of bursting through to try and find someone?
I might stealth, as a rogue. I might try and sneak away.
Roll me a stealth check. This is free. I'm not going to make you take your action to do it.
That's good. Thank you. I'll add the D4. So that was a 19 at that, so 22.
22. As you kind of head through this door and kind of round the corner, you do so subtly enough that you peek around and you can see that there is a drone, a worker bee from the hive, with its antenna docked. You do so before you kind of run headlong into it.
Could I assassinate this drone if I'm that sneaky?
If you have an ability that allows you to do such a thing.
But I'm trying. Okay, so how much movement did it take to get through the door?
You were right at a pillar.
Yeah.
So I would say probably only 10 feet.
Great. So if I use my attack, because I got a 22, would that be a surprise for this drone?
I would say.
So that would give me advantage, which would give me a sneak attack.
Okay.
So
please make another attempt.
Thank you. I will use my dagger. That is, well, without the D4, that's a 25
to hit. That hits.
Okay, here we chuffing well go. Sneak attack.
Rogue maths.
Okay. Rogue maths. Okay, we begin with a 5 of piercing, and then we add a sneak attack, which gives us, look at them all roll, which gives us 20. So that is 25 damage.
25.
As I just...
Sorry, now I'm doing DM maths.
That's fine. I mean, I've got a knife in the other hand, so...
It's not dead. Not with 25.
Right. I might do that, actually. I think I won't have advantage. That's a good question. Would I still have advantage? Or is it, like, timing where it would be... Would it still be surprised? Because it's all sort of...
It's all happening in the same turn. It's all kind of 6-second gaps. So I would say that it's just as surprising when you're stabbed in the neck the second time if it happens in 6 seconds.
The first time you're just like,
I mean, fair enough. That was a 10. So it hits.
No, 10 to hit.
10 to hit, yes.
Plus the D4?
But I got 9 and then I got 1. Yeah.
No, the second one doesn't. You kind of you launch yourself at the creature, but the second time round, it's still recoiling from your first attack, and it's not where you expect it.
That was also, to be fair, that was a 1. So if you want to do anything nasty to me for getting a nat 1 there,
I will resist the urge to do nasty things to you in combat with natural ones.
That's fair.
Is there an angry half dragon man on the front of this particular drone?
No. Giacomo went out the other way.
Damn it.
I said odds were bad. I never said anything about evens.
They were also bad. Drones for days.
I wanted to give you some hope.
Yes. I'm just like, I can use my bonus. I just used my bonus action. Just looking at him like, hey.
Okay, so Giacomo's facing off against a drone in the right-hand corridor.
Yep.
Hera and Jakarth are facing off against a drone in the left-hand corridor.
And Sean. You know when you said that stuff was happening in the darkness, was that Antoni's turn?
No.
Okay, fine.
Nope, that is initiative count 20. Something happens.
Oh, okay, fine. That's fine then.
Is that everything on Giacomo's turn?
Yes. Hold on. Yes, so I used my bonus, so I still got my reaction. Yeah, that's my turn.
Yeah, okay. It is now Juroc's turn. Something happens at the start, yes?
Yes, 2d6 points of, I think, cold.
Okay, do you want to roll it?
Yeah.
All to start with, poison to end, right? Last turn.
So that's 9 points. Yeah, this is more about the crowd control and not being able to hit us with beholdership than the straight damage.
Okay. And how big is the sphere of darkness?
So it's a 20-foot radius.
Mm-hmm.
So centered on Antoni, then it's 20 foot to the edge.
Yep.
But it's difficult terrain.
Yeah.
So double cost.
Okay. I mean, Antoni's kind of made a rod for his own back because he's going on a different turn to the Etin, but is surgically stitched to its neck. So he's going to remain in place.
Does that mean they'll both take the damage?
If it weren't dispelled, then yes.
If it isn't dispelled, then yes.
Yes. I am going to dispel it. I don't actually know what level it is, so I'm just going to plump for level 4. Do I need to make a roll, or is that enough to dispel?
Well, it depends, because I could counterspell you.
You could counterspell the dispel.
But I'm going to be perfectly honest. I'm 80 feet away. And also, I can't see you casting the spell.
Mm.
So, yeah, level 4 would be enough.
Would be enough. Okay. I tick that off, and the cloudy mist dissipates. But that does mean that he's used his spell. So he can, however, use a... So you're hiding behind a column in one direction. Rex is hiding behind a column in another direction.
This shielding Gonzalez.
I'm not hiding behind a column. I'm standing 10 feet behind my guardian.
That's right. Hiding behind an ankle, then.
A column-sized ankle.
Oh.
I'm going to target both of you with an acid splash. So could you make dexterity saving throws, please?
No. Rex is not good at anything mobile.
What did you get?
A 9.
Okay. Eltron?
9.
Oh, you're targeting me. So I thought I was...
Everyone else has left. Everyone else has just chose to fight their own battles.
We don't want to fight the big bad.
So when I say hidden, what I really meant was flavor text.
It's a save, so it's...
That's 15.
15. You did say that you were behind a pillar, so I'd say that your AC, you can add your 5 because you're behind a pillar. So it doesn't hit you, but it will hit Rex. Which is acid damage to the tune of...
Oh, I ain't too physical!
12. And that is what Antoni does with his turn. Yep. Hera, you're face to face with a bee.
Yeah, and Jakar told me to run. I'm gonna yell up at him. Not without you! And I cast Mage Armor, because I don't need to use up a spell slot for that, which is pretty handy.
Would that not be something that you would cast before entering a massive fortress? Because you could have had that already up.
I could have done, but I didn't. I'm going to be very honest. I did not do it. So I'm going to that hurt.
Is the DM saying that you could have had it up? Unless that would have affected all sorts of things up until this point.
Yeah, it probably would have.
You've got it up. You would have done it. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm trying to kill you, but I'm not trying to kill you. Come on.
I mean, we've already had an angel appear and disappear.
I'm trying to kill you, but I'm trying to do it kindly.
I don't want anyone to say it wasn't fair.
Shh, go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Trust me, you don't need my help to survive this fight. My dice rolls will do it for you.
Yeah.
Hooray!
So you have mage armor. What will you do with your action?
Now my plans are all cafoodly.
Sorry.
How dare you help me? Can I cast chill touch, but at the bottom of the B, so I don't hit Jakarth? Is that cheeky?
I mean, I wouldn't make you hit it. It's a save, is it, or is it a roll?
I believe it's a roll.
Roll.
Yes, it's a roll.
Yeah, no. Make your roll.
I'm a rolling,
You're rolling and trying to not hit Jakarth.
which is good. I still get the D4 there, right?
You do.
Peeps. Ha ha ha! Thank goodness. 11?
11 doesn't hit. That wasn't a natural 1, was it?
No.
Good. Yeah, 11 doesn't hit. You're too wary of hitting Jakarth, and this drone is kind of bucking around and trying to shake Jakarth off. So you unfortunately just miss.
Okay.
Bonus action?
No, I'm just trying to.
Okay. After Hera's turn, it is the drone's turns. So, drone number 1 versus Hera and Jakarth. Faced with the 2 people in its way, I'm going to use the anti-magic breath. It's a 30-foot cone. I'm gonna try and shake you off with my movement. So please make a dex save, and I'm gonna make a strength save to see if I can knock you off.
Ooh.
Yeah, told you didn't need help with my rolling.
That's a 21.
That is a 12. So.
Not today, B.
Only.
Behave.
Only Hera is in the anti-magic breath cone. Please make me a Constitution save.
Oh, I'm rolling rubbish. 4.
4. This might sting.
You do get
Probably.
D4, but probably not going to help.
But that D4 is still a thing. It's fine.
Roll your D4.
I'm going to be absolutely saved. Oh, got an 8. There's an 8 now. An 8.
8.
Oh, you take no damage.
I take again HP. It's lovely.
Gives you a little kiss on the forehead, you know?
Oh.
8 doesn't quite cut it.
Oh.
You take 30 points of force damage. Are you still upright?
Yes, I am.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, you take 30 points of force damage as this waft of anti-magical aura waves over you. Also, if you have any spells currently on you of 3rd level or lower, they end.
You can have mage armor. Got on.
This was like earlier. We were like, well, maybe if it gets dispelled, I dispel it. You're like, oh, okay, noted.
To be fair to me, I didn't actually think about that. I wasn't reading that far ahead or expecting that my plans would actually go well.
To be fair to me, I want to see you die, so...
Die now, please.
I want you to have a fair chance, but I also want to have a fair chance to kill you.
May I use a reaction, please?
Do you have a reaction that can happen in?
Yes, I do.
Go on.
As the breath comes out, this shining light appears on my forehead as Rex deemed necessary to put these on our foreheads, and I teleport off of the top of the bee next to Hera, and all of that magical energy is pushed into me, and I take the damage instead of her.
Whoa.
And she keeps her
30 points.
mage armor.
Okay.
Do I keep my 30 points and my mage armor, or just my mage armor?
He takes all
Everything.
the
You
damage.
didn't get hit.
No!
It takes the effects.
Stupid.
I fall to one knee as I am bloodied.
Are there any spells on you in that
No.
case? Okay. All right. Well, you have successfully negated that. See, this is why I throw everything at you, because you can take it.
Not emotionally.
Emotion or damage.
That is the numero uno. The numero dos is fighting against Jakarth. No, Jakarth, sorry. Giacomo. I really don't like that I can only hit you, but it's not going to stop me from doing it. Sorry. The bee's eye starts to glow, and 3 beams shoot out. And I must roll a d6 to determine what you need to do in response to them. So the first, please make a Constitution saving throw.
I have advantage on that now, thanks to Papa Giacomo. But I can safely say that with... Oh, come on, beautiful. They're both 4. But I'm going to add a d4, and that is... that's 8.
I mean, you did as well as you could have done with the d4, but not quite good enough with the other roll. You are paralyzed.
Giacomo, no!
And that was just the first ray.
Well, we had a good run.
They're
number
glad we
2.
didn't fight these bees before.
Death does seem like an awfully big adventure, and I've already experienced it once, so...
No, Giacomo! I won't let it happen.
Dexterity save, but you automatically fail because you're paralyzed.
I do.
So you just automatically take this necrotic damage.
Nice.
$31 points of necrotic. Are you still standing?
I am.
The last eye beam is a 1.
And this, viewers, is why you never split the party.
This is a Constitution save, so you still get to make this one.
If you split the party, make sure you have someone who's family who will come and save you.
Yeah.
No one loves Giacomo. Everyone Giacomo loves is dead, and this is what I deserve. Sorry, how much damage have you done to me? What are you doing?
You don't know how Eltrion feels deep down.
You've taken the necrotic damage and you're still standing, correct? You now need to make a Constitution save. You actually get to make this because it's not affected by the
Still with advantage, though. We start with...
You're +4.
That's a nat 20.
Nat 20.
So 21 add... so that's 23.
Okay. So this is a freezing ray. You take half of this damage and suffer no ill effects from it. Bum. 15 halved to 7. Still standing?
I am. Oh, Giacomo. If only anyone ever cared about you.
I mean, we are still mind bondage, by the way. You could be speaking into my mind right now. If you wish.
Just get screaming.
Giacomo, what is it?
The bee's got me. If you save her. Save her. Don't worry about me. Save her.
That is everything on the drone's turns. Sorry, were you responding?
Nice.
Save who?
I don't remember.
I have no idea where you are, but I'm panicking.
On the Etin's turn, the Etin moves forward 40 feet, is now within 40 feet of Rex.
Does it take the damage from the Hadar?
It was
it's dispelled, didn't it?
Yeah.
So it's now 40 feet away.
Still behind the pillar for what that's worth.
That's fine.
Just in case anyone forgot.
The camera cuts over to Eldron still just meanwhile, your internal thing's just like, ow, ow, oh no, peace.
Rex, please make a wisdom saving throw.
22.
22 is enough. You suffer no ill effects. Okay.
You okay, Rex?
Buddy has at least moved close enough to maybe be effective as a wizard.
Does he move within 30 feet of me?
Not within 30.
40.
40. He's 40 feet away now,
So he's right on the edge of my guardian's range.
basically.
So if he moves it 1 foot closer.
Okay.
Go closer!
That is everything on the Etin's turn. So Eltrion, you are up.
Yeah. Sean, would you say it's fair to have kind of worked out that there's two separate targets here, so Etin and Juroc?
I think so, yeah. It would be unfair to kind of withhold that knowledge from...
I would roleplay it as I'm aware of two different consciousnesses or something of that nature.
Conscious
In which case, I don't know how good of an idea this is, but we'll find out when I try it and it fails. Stepping out from behind the pillar and completely shaken by Giacomo's internal scream within my psyche. It's like, stop killing my friends, you bastard. And I will endeavor to just summon as much psychic energy as I can, clearly racked with pain and power, as I dig deeply into the meta magics of which I was taught long ago, and cast Hold Monster as a twin spell.
Hold Monster, I am going to counter that.
Counter spell.
So you're going to counter my counter?
Yep.
Okay.
Amazing.
I countered at level 4.
Okay.
Are you doing the same?
I don't know how that works, mate.
If you'd
have to
try
roll
to
for
counter a
it,
spell this, you'd have to make a ability check, and I think the modifier is
levels.
Oh right, okay. So I'd have to roll at level 4 in order to counter your level 4 counter spell.
Yeah. Or
Right.
if you counter at level 3, then you would have to make the check based on the counter.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll eat the slot because if this works, it's going to be worth it.
It's worth it. Fair enough.
I just want to 100% check that I have the sorcery points to do what I've just said, which I'm certain I do, but I don't want to.
You've long rested. You probably would.
Yeah, I've got 9 of them. I just don't want to win through some bullshit or lose through some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
There will be no bullshit today. Yeah, that's fine. And then, equal to spells level. Okay, yeah, that's fine then. So that's just 5 sorcery points. Boom. Let's see what happens. That's a wisdom saving throw. If it pops off, which I assume it has, because I counted the counter.
Yeah, you use the same thing. Okay.
So DC 18 was save from both the Etin and Juroc.
Cool. So, Juroc has advantage in saving throws against spells. So that is either... Oh, did it roll my second one?
And unfortunately, that's my reaction gone, so I can't silvery barb.
24, or it is a... it's definitely the 24.
Yeah, a 24 would do
24 saves. But you twin cast, so the other creature...
This was a choice between putting disadvantage on it, on a save or suck, or trying to get both of them in one.
Worth trying.
It was the right choice, even if it doesn't work.
The other creature does not have advantage. And it's only a 7.
Hey.
So, in which case then, it is paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of its turn, it can make another wisdom saving throw. And on a success, the spell will end.
Cool. Anything else on your turn?
No, reaction that takes place on my turn, would I gain the reaction back at the end of my turn, or would it be at the start of my next turn?
Rules is raw. It'd be start of your turn.
Okay,
That's
cool.
what I was thinking.
That's fine with me. I just wanted to know so I wasn't shouting stuff out.
Yeah.
Cool. Bonus actiony stuff. I guess I'll just stare at Antoni.
Yep, you run out from cover, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. If that's the end of your turn, then Jakarth. You've just taken a hit for Hera.
I'm going to place my hand on Hera's shoulder. I'm going to look towards her with a very faint smile on my face. You've done a good job. We need to get this thing out into the open where there's more space to fight it. And if she will allow it, I'm going to try and get her to move. What I want to do so I'm basically going to try and push her friendly, trying to help her get out. But if she will allow it and we do start moving, I want to position myself in between her and the bee. So if the bee takes an opportunity to attack, it'd be against me.
It would be anyway because it can't take the opportunity attack because of forced movement, which Hera would be forced out of the way by you. So the attack will be on you.
Okay.
But flavor-wise, yes, you're doing the guardian thing.
Yeah. And I'll just look to her and say, Rex isn't the only one that I've been sent to protect. And I'll push her out.
Okay. So you, while trying to drag someone else, you can only move half your speed.
I'll use my action to dash, so I'll move 30 feet in total.
30 feet in total. Absolutely fine. You're going to take an opportunity attack as the drone launches out with its mandibles. Nom, 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 nom. But I'm rolling like me. That's a 12, apparently.
That does not hit. Thank you.
Sorry, that was a 12 on the dice. I think you've actually got the best armor in the party, haven't you?
I have.
It's plus. So I was just surprised because it looked like a 2 to me. Apparently that was a 12 according to D&D Beyond, and I would take that. That's 18.
That is my AC.
It meets it beats. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I got your hopes up. I'm sorry.
Sorry at all.
I am sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Do you not still have? Oh, did you use the +4 D4?
13. Oh yeah, did you? It's against your attacks, not things. 13 points of damage. Piercing damage from mandibles in your chest.
I'll pull to one knee briefly as it stabs me in the back of the shoulders, and then as it pulls it out, it sort of pulls me up, and I just push Hera further. We need to get out.
Are you still standing?
I'm still standing.
Okay, good. Cool. So you managed to shove yourselves back into the main chamber. Are you running away, or are you running back into the main chamber with everyone else?
Pushing back into the main chamber with everybody else.
Okay. Anything with your bonus action?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
In that case, at the end of your turn, those of you who are looking at Antoni, you watch as some of the wounds that you've inflicted on the Etin and on Antoni appear to be slowly closing up. And they seem to be regaining some health.
Naughty.
We need you in here!
Not talking to me. I say to the bee.
Okay. That is what happens on initiative count 20. Rex, you're up.
Okay, just to clarify a couple of things for me before I decide, because I've got like 5 different options, and I'm not sure which one. Did I hear any sound of trouble from Giacomo? And I don't think I can see him because he moved into the corridor, right?
I think I yelped when it attacked. You might have heard noise.
Yeah,
but I didn't see.
You're in close enough quarters that you can hear things, but no, they were kind of around corners. So,
and Juroc isn't restrained or held; he's freely wobbling around doing his thing. But the Etin is.
The Etin is so effectively. Juroc is stuck in place, but is not restrained himself.
Would you say then that if he had to make a dex saving throw, for example, it would be difficult?
No, because mechanically he's still a different creature. Tell you what, I'll flip you for it. So I'll roll a d6 on an evens. Are you fishing for disadvantage on the save / advantage?
Well, yeah. Well, it's this is more for Rector's knowledge. There's 2 threats. One, he doesn't know how good Giacomo's doing. The other one is this dude, and I can neutralize one of them, but I'm not sure which one I'd go for. So I have 19 insight. So really, I'm just asking: is there any passive insight that I could glean that my spell would be better used on Juroc, or if I think it's not going to be effective?
My call would be mechanically for the balance of the fight. Even though I'm choosing to not move him separately to the monster, effectively he is his own creature. So effectively, even though he is, grafted to this neck stump, he's still able to throw himself around.
Okay.
So yeah, mechanically rules as writ. I can't make hold monster any stronger than it is on a creature that passed the save.
No, of course, yeah. That's fine. That's again, it's a difficult one trying to work out.
Trust me when I say you don't need any help with winning this fight. I will be my own worst enemy, or rather, my dice will be.
Okay, I'm gonna. Well, first of all, I'm gonna move. So my guardian's gonna stay in place, kind of protecting Eltron, being right in front of him, and I'm gonna move 20 feet towards Giacomo to see what the situation is there. So when I look down the corridor, are you limp? Are you paralyzed? What's going on?
There's a knife in this bee. We're in a weird waltz. But yeah, I'm sort of slumped over and I appear to be whispering into the ear of the bee. I'm just you say, I let everyone down. This was how it's going to end up. I died and everyone's going to die. Maybe I can avenge. You don't care, but I don't, since we're stuck here.
Okay, I'm going to move the other 10 feet then towards Giacomo, and I'm going to reach my hand out, and there's this almost iridescent bubble that flows from my hand, and it floats little pop, and then flies off towards Giacomo and encompasses his body. And then as long as you're willing for the spell effect to take effect, I cast Otterluke's Resilience Sphere on you.
Is this? Are you putting me in the hamster ball?
I'm putting you in the hamster ball, and I don't know. You can't hear me. Giacomo, get back in here right now. So for the purpose of you are immune to damage, but you also cannot deal any damage. So nothing can come in or out of this sphere while you're inside it.
I'm still paralyzed.
You shall go to the ball, but not very quickly.
Well, yeah, I just see you in this thing's grip. I don't know if you're alive or you're dead. You don't look good, so I'm preserving whatever you are right now.
I'm not going to lie to you, B. I don't really know what's happening right now.
But also, if he runs into you, he'll roll you towards us. So either way, I'm hoping. But yeah, I cast Resilience Sphere on you. So no physical objects, energy, or spell effects can pass through the barrier, in or out of it. But you can breathe, and you're immune to all damage for a minute or until I drop the spell.
I don't need to breathe.
You don't need to breathe.
I don't think you do you?
I can live in a bag of holding. I'll be fine.
And then, as my bonus action, I'm going to reach into my belt and pull out a little vial, just down it quickly, which is my greater healing potion, which I believe is 44.
You automatically roll full.
Oh. Why? Wait, 4, 8, 12, 16, so 20 health.
Would that take you above your normal max?
Oh no, you decimated me. I took a lot of damage.
Yeah, you roll full.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, I'm about just over half. Okay.
Okay. If that's everything on your turn, then Giacomo, you are restrained and in a bubble.
You're my best friend, B. Me and you to the end.
You can freely move the bubble if he wants to, but
I'm paralysed at the moment. I can't move.
At the end of your turn, you can repeat the Constitution save.
I mean, I can't move. I can't attack. I think
you're safe.
I'm safe. Just for 1 minute.
I'm your family, and I'll help you.
Well, what a bizarre thing to say out of context. I mean, I'm touched, but I think I think I'm just gonna have to roll that con. You know, there's nothing I can't attack, I can't move. It's just
you are restrained, paralyzed even.
That's the thing. It's like, so I'm paralyzed. Yeah, I'll roll con. We begin with either a 12 or a
+4.
22.
And it's advantage, so the 22 means you are no longer
I already
paralyzed.
I have advantage from the, so I'm not paralyzed.
Now you're in a hamster ball.
I'm in a hamster ball, and so I'm able to sort of like release it, and I'm like, all right. B, this is not how I thought today was going to go, but...
Cool. But that was the end of your turn, so...
Yeah, I can't do anything else, just rocking here.
Just in a ball.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a second skin, so it's like a bubble just a couple centimeters above your skin, so it flows with you.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, I hear what you're slugging, but weirdly, I'm in a hamster ball now.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of...
I was
trying to make it a little better
roll
for you.
and upside down. I'm like, oh no, oh help. Oh no, the cheese is coming out.
Okay, so on Juroc's turn, Eltrion is out a bit more towards the middle. Jakarth and Hera have just emerged from the corridor that they were inside. However, there is an annoyingly large creature in the way. Dare I dispel things again?
You can try. And probably succeed.
Yeah. Juroc is going to dispel magic on the hold monster so that the Etin body can move. I'm going to do it at 4th level. I believe...
It's a 5th level spell.
5th level, okay. I will still risk it. So...
And I really wish I had my silvery barbs right about now.
Why?
So I can stop any win.
Bruh.
So the DC is 10 plus the spell's level, so it will be 15.
Mm-hmm.
Please roll badly.
That's 25.
Yeah, that one. It's close.
Sorry. At least I only roll well on my dispel attempts.
You're exhausting his spell slots. Keep going.
So that is what he does with his magic.
There's a +9?
+9. Afraid so.
Your boss.
But that uses his action, and I don't have any cantrips that will be any use with a bonus. So that is that. Hera, you've been dragged out back into the hallway.
I'd like to assist with the dragging. Just move back to get some more space with my movement, and do an Eldritch Blast at the bee.
Okay. Back at the blee. Back at the blee. Back at the bee.
Back at the blees.
Back at the blee. Back at the blee. All right. Make your. How many You've got 2 beams?
2 beams, yes.
2 beams. Make your attack rolls.
First is 22.
Hits.
Second is 20. Pew!
Both hit.
Not natural though.
Roll your damage for both.
He's
Do you have agonizing blast? So you add your modifier at all?
I don't think so.
You don't.
No, don't think so. First is 4. Second is also 4.
Very little helps. Anything with your bonus action?
No.
So you dragged Jakarth out. You've obviously got a movement of 30, so you're now 45 foot away from the drone, which on its turn is going to hover 30 feet towards you. Now this one didn't use its eye rays, it used its magic breath. So this one's going to use its eye rays, and I'm going to randomly determine which of you it hits. So Hera on a 1, 2, or a 3, Jakarth on a 4, 5, 6. That is a 4, 5, 6 for the first of the 3 beams. So Jakarth. That is beam number 6. Please make a dexterity saving throw, please.
You rather wouldn't. Dexterity, yeah. And I get the D4 still, don't I? That is 25.
Nice.
That saves, so you only take
20,
half.
26 to be safe.
Yeah, you only take half of this.
Mm-hmm.
14 points of damage.
What type of damage is it, sorry?
It's necrotic, and this is a death ray eye beam. You die if you reach 0 hit points.
Good thing I'm only 3 off of that then.
Okay. That's eye beam number 1. Again, to determine whether it hits Jakarth or this one hits Hera. And this one.
Oh, God.
Could you please make a Constitution saving throw?
Yep. Do I get the D4?
You do.
Lovely.
Please don't disintegrate. I can't take this again.
This is a freeze ray.
6.
You're going to take the full 20 cold damage. And your speed is halved until the end of your next turn.
Still up. It's okay.
We have gone about this fight so badly. Like, just everything we shouldn't have done.
I'm trying to think if there's like a powerful NPC, but there isn't. Isn't a wizard.
I'll try and summon the bees.
Summon good bees.
I rolled a 3 on who to hit, so the next hit also hits Hera. However, I have to re-roll things I already rolled, so I can't use the freeze eye again.
Oh.
Ooh.
This time it is a dexterity saving throw.
Really?
Okay. It's not the death beam, hopefully.
Can't be the death beam.
Yeah.
That's rude.
20.
Okay. So you succeed on the save. You take finishing up my roll. On the save, you take half of this, so it's 28 halved to 14 fire damage. Still standing?
Yes.
Okay. So that was drone number 1's turn. Drone number 2's turn against Giacomo. Obviously sees that you are now in the hamster ball, but doesn't necessarily realize what the context of this is, but is going to try and attack you with the purpose of batting you out the way. You are no longer paralyzed, so this bite is just a normal bite. Yeah, sorry, Pumpkin, I shouldn't talk about eating. Biting.
I hunger!
Does a 16 hit you?
Yes, but I can't take damage, right?
You can't take damage, but, stylistically just going to say...
You could shove me in my big hamster ball, yeah.
And the drone is going to head out into the corridor, just slightly hovering out, meaning it gets to where Rex is. Kind of blocks your path. But that is the drone's turn. Bottom of the round is the Etin. It wouldn't necessarily know that it's about the effect, so it's going to... Okay, so the Etin rolled a 14, which wasn't enough. Antoni is... this is a spell effect, isn't it?
So it's a spell that I cast, but then it's just damage. So he's not casting a spell. They just take damage when they come within 10 feet of the creature.
But it is a magical effect. It's an effect caused by a spell you cast.
Yeah, but I don't roll for damage. They just take a flat amount of damage.
It was dexterity save, wasn't it?
It was indeed, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Antoni's going to have advantage on it because of his stuff. That is not those two added together, you'll be glad to know, but that is a 20.
That's fine. He passes.
Okay.
Save.
And he doesn't take anything on a save.
On a failed save, they take half as much, so he takes 10 points of radiant damage. The Etin takes 20. And the Guardian has 30 points of damage left that he can deal before it disappears.
I see. The Etin doesn't necessarily know that, though, so is going to attempt to...
We've all become very somber. Very quiet. No more goofs. No more gags.
Looking into our characters on D&D Beyond to see what we can do.
I just realised that if I hit him with a quarterstaff, I can do 1d8 minus 3 damage.
Hit him with your stick.
How close is... Where was Eltrion? Eltrion was kind of behind a pillar off towards where Jakarth and...
I mean, I sort of stepped out to try and do my thing.
He was 10 feet away from my Guardian on the left.
Yeah. I'd say probably was still there.
Okay. The Etin holds up one palm and on one hand, and on the outside of it, you can see that an eye has been embedded, and the Etin is going to use a fire attack from that. It is a cone, so it will hit both you and the Guardian. Guardian, can it take damage?
It can't.
So it tries to kind of include the Guardian in that, not realizing it's futile. But could you please make a dexterity saving throw? Not sure.
Yeah, I'll be absorbing elements on this as well.
Okay.
It would know, though, from seeing the Guardian not take damage, it would now know that it can't take damage.
I think you're giving
can't
this
take
Etin a
fire
lot
damage.
The smart head was chopped off. Yeah, 23.
Sorry, what was the...
23.
23, okay. So you save... so you take half, and then you take half again because of...
Mystic shit. Yeah.
Yes. Absorb elements.
Nonsense.
Flumbo jumbo.
General nonsense.
The best kind of jumbo.
So, the full roll is 41. So you take a quarter of that, you take 10 points.
Sweet.
Okay. And you have fired, should you wish to attempt to hit it with a stick.
That's exactly what I'm going to be doing for the rest of this fight.
Oh, yeah.
Get away from my friends!
I'll poke you in the eye.
I think now that we're at the bottom of the round again, that is as good a point as any to take a quick pause, a wee break. So thank you for joining us. This is the last anagram that I get to set for this particular adventure. And I think I'm going to choose to set, just managed to get it in there, Shira McThuman. Hera's real name, potentially. So that is spelt SHERAMCTHUMYN. That is SHERAMCTHUMYN.
I'll just check, Sean, and that doesn't spell out you're all going to die.
No, not this time round. So, yeah, I'll give the answer to that anagram when we return. And we will see you all very soon.
I've spent my life studying the enigma of dragonkind. What drives them, where to find them, the power they command. I've watched them build and topple whole societies. And I've seen the truth behind their treacherous words. They can be cold and callous. Some are outright savage, while others are more calculated in their ruinous pursuits. No matter their motivations, whatever fuels their primal rage, it is my responsibility to protect the citizens of Faerun from these dragons. Tell me, Dragon Slayer, will you join us?
We are delighted to be sponsored by HeroForge. HeroForge offers fully customizable tabletop minis with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from. You can see all of the minis that we designed for this stream in the overlay, and they animate when we enter the combat, so look out for that. HeroForge are fantastic, so do check out the Pro membership where you can get premium access to features ahead of time, beta access to things, and all sorts of cool stuff that just makes your life a lot easier. And you can check them out at heroforge.com.
We are delighted to be sponsored by Ultra Pro. They make accessories for D&D, Magic the Gathering, and more. My favourite part of their collection are their figurines of adorable power. Here is their gazer. They also make other things such as deck boxes if you play Magic the Gathering. You can find all of Ultra Pro stuff at ultrapro.com.
Hey friends, check out our new sponsor, Phoenix Dice, for a carefully curated menagerie of click-clack math rocks for your delectation. Check out their entire selection at phoenixdice.com, and just so you know, Phoenix Dice are all about living gloriously in the worlds of tabletop games and sustainably in this one, which means their dice are working to be recycled, their packaging is recycled, the dice are made of sustainable materials. It's all great stuff. You should definitely get involved. You can also join us today in chat with a chance to be in a raffle and win some Phoenix Dice of your own. Just put !dice into chat and you'll be in with a chance to win.
We're delighted to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a Dungeons & Dragons strategy video game that brings together D&D characters from novels, adventures, and multiple live streams into a single grand adventure. Select your heroes and formation and battle through waves of monsters for free on PC, phone, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. You can pop exclamation code into chat for a free Electrum test.
Of that work, you need gems. As we frequently say, the hunt for gems is real. Pop !wow gems into chat for a link to collect free gems and get yourself that nice sword you've been looking at, or revive your heroes against a deadly foe. Download link !Warriors of Waterdeep in chat.
We're delighted to be supported by Neverwinter. In Neverwinter, explore and defend one of the most beautiful cities from Dungeons & Dragons Forgotten Realms campaign setting as it rises from the ashes of destruction. Epic stories, action combat, and classic role-playing await those heroes courageous enough to enter the fantastic world of Neverwinter. Neverwinter is completely free to play, so set yourself up an account today and pop !NW gift into chat for a link to a free gift.
Check out our supporters at D&D Beyond, your guide to digital D&D. Make character sheets online, share them in a campaign, and track all of those tasty little stats in one easy place. You can use the Beyond app to track your characters on the go. You can also use their encounter tracker and archive monsters to run any smooth combat thing. You know what I'm saying? You're a DM. You've done this before. You know D&D Beyond is the place to go. You can also check out our character sheets with an ! Characters in Twitch chat below.
Check out our wonderful supporters Elderwood Academy, who make beautiful bespoke gaming-themed gear, including hex chest dice boxes, spellbook deck boxes disguised as bespoke ancient arcane tomes, and scroll and codex dice tower and rolling tray pairings. Make your own with their online designer at elderwoodacademy.com.
welcome back. So, well, first things first, the anagram. So I've gotten messages from Josh and from Tom. So Josh, you were first. Did anyone else get it? Want to send it off?
I mean, obviously, I got it, Sean. I just wanted to let people who needed the inspiration more give you the correct answer before confirming that was indeed what I had.
I did get it, yeah, I think so.
Well, if you want to send it over to me very quickly, then, but Josh, you got there first, so you can announce what it was. Can you remember what you sent to me?
What I sent to you now? Hang on.
I know what I sent. So I know what I did.
Sus.
I did.
Sus.
It's very sus.
Give me the inspiration for being clever.
I can never say this properly because I'm not very good with plants.
I can say it, sir. Let me say it. No, go on.
Go on then, you say it.
Down at the back,
I don't want to butcher it.
Chrysanthemum.
There we go. See, I don't say it like that.
How do you say it?
I say chrysanthemum.
Much of a muchness.
Yeah, tomato. That was just tomato twice.
My good friend Christ.
Yes, so chrysanthemum. I was looking for a very floral themed one for Hera. I hope you're happy. But
that's what helped me get it, to be honest. The fact that there was an aum at the end of her name and it's a flower.
Yeah, had to give you a muck because it was like there's not enough vowels in this name. Shira Muksumin, the real name for Hera. Also, we are led to believe. But we are jumping back into combat. We have had a brief conversation with Antoni, but realizing that would be fruitless, launched an attack. He seemed to wither your blows at first, but then revealed his true horrific form as he was in fact grafted to the severed neck stump of an Etin that Giacomo recognizes from his carnival days. Some of you went off to try and locate Giacomo's former love, however, came face to face with a pair of drones whose connection to the hives of the Abale had been severed along with their antennae. You managed to split up fairly effectively. Two of you, 1B, two of you versus the Etin attached to Juroc Antoni, and one of you versus the other B, now inside a hamster ball bubble, thanks to Otterluke's resilient sphere. But now we have all three of these main kind of contenders, four technically, because they're separate creatures, in the main area at this point, and we go back to the top of the round. And Eltrion, it is your turn next.
Yes. Everything's going so well. Everyone, get back in here. We need to fight the thing. Fuck it. Mind Slither on the Etin.
On the Etin, okay.
Yeah, I have a feeling, Sean, I don't want to meta too hard, but I have a feeling that Duroc's intelligence saves are going to be quite good at being a wizard and all. So I'm just gonna steer that in the other the other direction.
Yeah, that is fair. Let me just. Sorry, we've got a battle of our own going on between the two cats.
I just imagine that's the Etin.
Yeah, the low growl is the 3.5 kilo tabby cat, and the 6 kilo ginger cat is the high pitched one.
You replaced his voice box with a cat, you monster!
Right, intelligence save.
Yeah, DC 18.
That is a 10.
Oh, wickedy, wild, wild west. Cool. In that case, it taketh, oh, nice. That was almost as good as it could have been. 11 points of psychic damage.
11, nice.
And also take a d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn. Which brings me to my next special round of glory. Mm-hmm. Going to cast... let me just check what the spell's called, because I don't want to say it wrong. Rauluthim's Psychic Lance.
Ooh, that sounds nasty. I think that one's going to get countered and I feel like it's high, so I'm gonna tick it off at 6th. Counterspell?
At 6th level?
6th level counterspell.
Well, I mean, it's a higher level than this thingy. Can I? If I try and counter that, I'm going to have to roll for it because I don't have a 6th level spell slot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm going to try.
Okay. What level are you going to cast?
3rd.
Okay. Let me just... So I've got counterspell up because it's clearly important, this thing.
I'm just watching my spell slots burning away.
Yeah.
So the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. So it would be 16.
On a charisma check. Which I still get my... Is anyone within 30 feet of me that has this fucking bomb? No, there isn't. So
that's only for the protection side of it.
Yeah, within 30 feet of you, Hero and Jakarth would be, but...
Oh, okay. In which case I do get a +4 to ability checks.
Yeah, you get the +4. You just can't use the protective feat.
Okay, that's totally fine then. In which case, doesn't even matter.
What was it?
So 12.
Sorry, counted.
Fine. I guess I just go off into the corner and contemplate my life choices that have led me to this point because there's fuck all else I can do.
You're a very effective diplomat with the bail, if that helps.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do, Sean. I'm going to run away and cast Sending to just try and get them to turn up and do something. I mean, what would I actually do at this point? Run.
You do get a little voice in your head that goes, "I'm not dead, by the way."
It's good to hear.
Rex came and saved me. I'm coming back.
That's very good. Because I don't have an action left. I don't have a bonus action left. That was a good turn.
Are you heading? Are you running backwards?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
There's no reason not to.
I mean, you are now 70 feet away from the Etin.
Yeah. So I think just trying to put some space between me and it seems like a good idea. I'm not designed to be hit by things particularly much. But then if anyone does hit it with a spell, because at least Mind Slither went off, so it will be weak to that. So there we go.
Okay. Jakarth, you have 3 hit points.
Yes, I do. If Hera is willing, I will move both of us 15 feet.
Yep.
So sort of struggle along and move with Hera. While I do that, this small wind forms up around me and some of my wounds begin to heal up as I will use second wind.
Mm-hmm. You roll max.
I roll max. Okay,
so you get the max of your healing.
Okay, so I get 14 hit points back. Thank God for that. And then for my action, I'm going to turn towards the bee and I'll sort of crouch down on one knee, pull 2 arrows out, and I'll fire them one at a time at it. Mm-hmm. Sharpshooter. Trying to aim for the eyeball.
Okay.
So the first attack is nearly a natural 20. That is a 32 to hit.
32 hits.
Oh, sorry, 27 with sharpshooter.
Okay.
So I'll do. What I'm going to do with that is I'm going to need our friend Mr. B to roll me a strength saving throw, please, as I'm going to try a pushing attack against it using a superiority die.
Strength saving throw. A 14.
It fails. DC is 17. So I am going to deal. One second, let me just get all these dice rolled. Oh, wow, okay. And I will do my... So that is 32 points of piercing damage.
32.
32 plus the dreadful strikes on this attack, which is 2 points of psychic damage, and it is pushed 15 feet away from me and Hera, so it is pushed backwards.
Nice.
And I will do my second attack, the same shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 18 to hit because of sharpshooter.
18 still hits.
Okay. That is a 18 points of piercing damage, and a no pushing this time.
Nice. Yeah, it's starting to look quite bloodied by all of the barrage of attacks that you launched on it.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. The drakes have flown into the chamber, but you've pushed one back. So as you watch, this kind of healing energy that seems to be permeating the air affects the Etin, affects Antoni, and affects one of the bees, but the one that you pushed back is outside of the range, or so it would seem. It certainly doesn't look like it regains anything. And that takes us to Rex's turn.
How far am I away from the Etin? Because I moved over towards Giacomo. I moved 30 feet. Oh, it was in my Guardian, wasn't it? So I'd only be like 30 feet away.
Yeah, about 30.
Okay. Everyone, come back together. We're stronger together. And you piss off. And this radiant energy spirals in my hand, and I blast it towards the Etin, attempting to strike its center mass. Can it please make me a charisma saving throw?
Charisma, I'm sure it's brimming with charismatic energy.
Hopefully with Eltrion's mind sliver. What does it do?
Yeah, it gets a minus D4, doesn't it?
That head was the weakest head in the act, so it never was that charismatic. No.
So that is a 10. all modifiers taken into account.
So good luck with this one, Sean. So as this blast of energy blasts into the Etin, the entire thing just starts to cover with this radiant fire, and the sphere will drop on Giacomo, and I will banish the Etin to the elemental plane of fire.
Nice.
If possible.
Okay. I mean, I don't see why not. Antoni doesn't have a reaction, so you banish the Etin.
What happens to Juroc?
I mean,
that's...
We call it splicing.
Yeah, I think realistically speaking, Antoni's left behind because he is not. Is not.
I know, Pumpkin. It's terrible.
Antoni's is left behind as he is his own person, and is not banished alongside. So yeah, he just kind of drops his waist, bloodied. You can see entrails kind of hanging out, but he seems to still be hanging in there, just without his.
Just take full damage because he was on the top of an Etin.
About 30 feet.
I'm pushing it, but I need help.
You are pushing it.
That's fine. Okay, I banished the Etin.
So proud of you.
I'm like, I can only hold this for a minute. Protect me, otherwise he'll come back, for fuck's sake. Get together!
Wow, the priest is swearing. I think it's serious.
And I just, I'm channeling this banishment spell in the area where the Etin disappeared.
Father's right! They seem to be healing!
I can't do anything with my bonus action because I've cast a spell already, so I'm going to move 30 feet away from Giacomo towards the party.
You are right next to a drone, you know that.
Oh, am I?
Yes. Yeah, it flew towards you.
Okay, and then I'll hold my ground then, because I can't risk losing this spell.
Okay. All righty. Giacomo, you are after Rex.
Is Rex right next to the drone?
Rex is right next to the drone, yeah.
Oh, here we go. I look down the corridor and go, yell if you can hear me. Anyone?
I have just shouted help. Me.
Hoping anyone.
Oh, down the corridor.
Wait, just sort of.
Give me, roll me a perception roll.
as soon as heroes from quiet, like, hello, hello,
Yes.
housekeeping. That is a nat 20 for 24.
You call down the corridor, and then you kind of stop to listen, and you do hear sobbing coming from away from. Where the drone had moved out of the way of, there is sobbing coming from down that corridor.
I sort of look at it, and I just go, "It's Alan! I'm coming to get you!" And then turn around and like, she can wait, and then just jump at the drone.
Okay. You can't currently deal any damage, but if you try, does that mean it? Oh, because
the spell's dropped.
Yeah, of course. Well, damage away then.
There's the alternative where I'm like, I jump, and I'm just still on the ball, and I'm like, bonk. Okay. We begin with, that is a 10. Nope. I will use my bonus. That's better. That's a 27 to hit.
27 hits. Even with the +4 D4 wouldn't have hit the other one.
No. So we begin with 7. I then do my sneak attack. So that is...
Rogue Maths.
12. So 19. And I'm going to do Whales from the Dead. Ooh. So that's extra 3d6. And so that's an extra 12 necrotic.
Nice.
As you just hear, ooh, like a spooky ghost.
Every time I hear like about whales from the grave, I just imagine someone popping out going, "I'm a zombie boy."
Look you.
I thought you were going to say like spectral sperm whale and a blue whale.
Yeah, I thought whale. Just like,
I'm
that's
a proud Welsh.
A little whale goes past and is like, "It's me, Richard Burton." I thought you surely burnt.
That was your...
That's my bonus.
Bonus actions, because you don't have multi-attack.
No, with the dagger. Yes, so that's apart from my reaction, that's my turn. Yeah.
Okay. Right, after Giacomo, it is Juroc. And Juroc, I mean, I think given that you're all back in the room, the best thing that you can do is a prismatic spray. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So this is being cast at level 8, but I don't believe that there's any additional damage for it. It's just that that's the spell slot I got to use.
Can you hit all of us in the cone?
60-foot cone. It's a bit of a mind screw. I think I would probably not be able to hit Giacomo and Rex, but would... It's a choice between the one who's concentrating on banishing his monster and one other person or 3 people. I'm going to do what I usually do. I'm going to determine whether I go to the left, which will be Jakarth, Hera, Eltron on a 1, 2, or 3, or 4, 5, 6, Rex and Giacomo.
Is there a cone centered on you, Sean, 60 foot?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Are we all within 60 foot of you?
You are not. So that's the point. It would only be...
The one person that can counter it isn't within range. This has not gone well.
Well, yeah, logistics without the day and the dice roll just enforces it. It's only going to be against Giacomo and Rex. So please would you both make me a dexterity save.
Oh. You still might pass the concentration save, so don't worry about it.
I have 6 gone.
You still might pass.
That's a natural 1 for a total of 2.
There's a 5% chance of a 20.
I always go alphabetically. So, Tom, what was yours?
25.
25. So you pass the save, meaning you take half of the stuff.
I don't, again, because I'm a rogue. So.
Well done.
No.
So you just see Rex get peppered.
Yeah.
So proud of you, Giacomo.
I saw again cartwheel and just watched as Rex.
Well, I rolled the 8 for you, so. And a 4 for Rex.
You can take that.
This is poison.
I don't know if I can because I took 3 massive hits.
You've eaten my cheese.
Yeah.
You can take it.
37 points of poison damage. Are you still up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think there's any way in hell that I can maintain concentration.
So it's half of that, so 18 is the DC.
You could.
No, I can't, because even if I roll a 20, it's -2.
Yeah.
Beat it.
Meet it, beat it.
Yeah, meets it beats.
Oh, that's so close.
No, we all make a prayer to Glenvor.
Wait, I have inspiration from my last week. It's not going to help because I need to roll a 20. But,
Oh, shush, don't jinx it.
Roll for it, right? No, that's a 7.
Have you got bless?
No, because I did.
Oh no, because you lost that. Yeah.
So what did you roll? A 17 plus a 5?
Yeah,
not quite.
Oh wait, does your inspiration add on, or do you roll again? I don't remember how your inspiration.
Yeah, it's on. So you rolled a 5.
So yeah, it'd be 23 then.
23. That beats that beats what you needed. So
thanks
thank God for your anagrams.
This is why we have this stuff. Okay. So you maintain concentration despite Rex's low con, easily distracted when it comes to spells. You manage to withhold, and that is the action. I don't really have a lot to do with my bonus action, so he's just going to crawl backwards. Even though he's legless, he's still kind of. Has obviously factored this in with his various mutations and crawls back his full 30 feet. And that's his turn. So at the end of Juroc's turn, Hera, you are up.
Well, okay. Hera's gonna cast Blight on the bee that's been murdering them.
Mm-hmm.
That's a save. You gotta roll a con save, please.
Constitution.
Please.
Okay. That's 20.
Oh, you beat a 14, but it will be half.
It takes stuff.
Yes. Oh, we.
Apparently quite conny for the bees.
Oh, so I rolled a 41, so it's half a 41.
So 20.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Still a fair chunk of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Anything with bonus action?
No, I'm just gonna basically make sure Jakarth is safe-ish. Like, oh god.
All right. Well, if that's the end of Hera's turn, it is now the drone's turn. I'm going to see whether I can recover the anti-magic curtain. I cannot.
Yeah.
Good mage armor. Yay.
So I'm afraid it's going to be the eye rays. Now, they can now see Eltrion, so I'm going to include you in the roll. So Eltrion on 1 or 2, 4, 6. 4, 3, 4 would be Hera, and 5 or 6 would be Jakarth. So first beam, 3, 4, Hera. That's beam number 5. Could you please make a Constitution save?
Yes, I can.
Wondering whether the chat are currently trying to work out what monster I'm using as stats for the bees.
Do I still get the D4?
You do, yes.
Beam number 5. Attack Eltrion and Giacomo, Jakarth, and Rex. Then I get
9.
9 in total.
Mm-hmm.
Is not enough. This is the paralyzing ray. You are paralyzed. You don't take any damage though for this, Ray.
Lovely.
But you're
That's
paralyzed.
fine. That'll do me.
Second beam. 5 or 6, that hits Jakarth. And this is beam number 2.
Not the death one.
Please make a constitution save. Oh no. Yeah, constitution save.
We can save. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay. Get them all out this time because this is your last chance.
And then I get the D4, so that is going to be 21.
That is a pass. So you... It doesn't say that you take half on a success, so I would assume that you take no damage from that.
Oh, thank
yeah. I mean, I rolled a 5, so it would have only been 2 off of you. You'd still been standing with 1 HP. Third.
Oh no, I healed. I've got a little bit more health now.
That's right. Third beam goes again, I'm afraid, to Jakarth. It seems focused on you.
So many bees, so many beams.
Beams.
3. Haven't used that one this time round. Strength saving throw, Jakarth.
On Ranger.
Jakarth.
Come on.
Come on, Jakarth.
That is going to be with a D4. That is going to be a 12.
12 is not quite enough.
Dang.
You take this damage. And you are pushed 60 feet away. You slide backwards. No, away from everyone.
Damn it.
Kind of towards the back of the room. Are you still standing?
I am, but what type of damage is it?
13 points of force.
Yeah, I'll take that. I have to take that full 13.
Okay.
Yes, I am still standing. I have 4 hit points.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, no, I just healed it. Whoops.
Oh no.
Oh no, I healed myself.
The wound
That's
just
drone number 1. Drone number 2 is facing off against Rex and is going to use anti-magic breath. Please make a constitution save.
Oh, no.
Old man, no.
Just before we carry on, where have I been moved in terms of 60 feet?
So you were kind of nearish to the middle of the room, you're sort of behind Rex's guardian, and the drone was on the Antoni side of the room and pushed you kind of 60 feet back to the back quarter of the room near where you entered.
And I'm not within 30 feet of Rex, and Rex isn't bonded, is he? Okay.
You've been pushed 60 feet well away.
Okay.
What was your con save?
Not high enough. I think it was like 13 or something.
13?
Yes.
And you don't have a D4, do you?
I do not know. No,
That's
I'm
not enough.
buffing my allies.
Okay. So you take 45 points of force damage. Are you still standing?
No. I was low.
The Etin re-emerges onto this plane, its neck stump horrifically severed of its previous occupant. And you are down. But that is both of the Drake's turns, and the Etin, I'm afraid, has just popped back into existence for its turn. Is your Guardian still up?
It is.
It is. Does the Etin, having just re-emerged from banishment, count as...
Oh, but yeah.
So that's what, a dexterity save?
Yeah, DC 17, or it takes 20 points of radiant. Or 10 on us, so.
Should have stayed in the fires.
I just said I went for a little 10.
Oh, wait, hang on. Dexterity?
Yeah.
Yeah, 16.
Then, yeah, he takes 20 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And the Guardian's got 10 points of damage it can deal left.
nasty surprise, banished to a demi-plane, comes back and straight away into the fire. God, it's not going to be happy. Right, but that happens at the beginning of its turn. It still gets to take its turn. Now, he's no longer technically attached to Juroc. So I'm going to determine whether or not he's still being controlled.
You can leave. Just
leave.
So, he doesn't appear to know what to do. So I'm rolling a d10. It acts and moves normally. Right, okay. I was treating it as if it was confused under the effect of a confusion spell, but it's come back. Go on.
I was just going to say, just the fact it's like, well, I'm just going to do what I was going to do anyway. Just confused.
It lifts its other hand, having previously used its fire. The other hand has another eye, which is balefully blue. And it's going to be a 30-foot cone. Again, it's trying to get the Guardian because it knows that that's the thing that's hurting it, but it's just not intelligent enough to work out that it's not having an effect on it. There's not really anyone else within 30 feet of it because Eltron moved back. Jakarth got blasted away. Hera was too far back. It's just going to try and use its cold on the thing, which obviously just fails because it's not. So that is the Etin's turn. Back to the top of the round, Eltrion.
Speaking in my mind to Giacomo, I'm not certain we can win this one, mate.
What's the option then, Ran?
Maybe.
I can't leave her. You can go. I can make her just try and save her if we can. But I'm happy to make a distraction. I mean, I've died once. What's the worst that could happen?
I'm not going to leave you, my friend.
Go.
I'd seriously tell at this point just to cast Sending and get the bees to send in the cavalry, because we've fucked this well and proper. It would seem. It's going whatever the opposite of well is. You see Rex go down as well. It's like, my bond is lost.
No, that's still up. It's not concentration, so.
Oh, that's grand.
You're all still very bonded together.
I guess,
we're going on holiday after this.
With a cursory glance at the bees, because it's that classic question of do we whittle down the minions or go for the boss, as Eltron's experienced many times in his life. Do the bees seem like they're, damaged?
One of the bees looks very hurt. The one that's near Hera, nearish to Hera at the moment, is looking quite worse for wear. The other one, it's taken quite a bit of damage. But it's nowhere near as hurt as the other one.
Is there any possibility of, realigning their antennae and just tuning them into the hive mind again?
They've been severed.
Yeah. I couldn't make some out of string.
I mean, if you want to do arts and crafts in the middle of the battle.
Get some cups and some string.
Depends what the Mind Flayers trained you with. Regeneration of telepathic abilities.
Yeah. That is true. And the drone and the Etin are like a reasonable amount away from each other, yeah?
They're about 30 feet within each other.
Yeah, it's a little bit too far for this. But not too far for this. Fine. Cock it. Let's try it. Hypnotic pattern.
Okay.
I'm going to move back a bit again and just fire out the hypnotic pattern to capture... I guess it's just going to be the Etin and the bee that I can keep in it. Yeah, and ideally not any of my allies. That's a wisdom save, DC 18.
Think about where everyone is. That wouldn't, because Hera's kind of you've got the B, you've got the Etin, and then Hera's kind of this side of the B, outside of the range.
That B, okay. Yeah.
What save was it again?
DC 18 wisdom.
So this is the Etin. That's a 12.
Woohoo!
The B. That is an 18.
It's a DC 18, so
yeah, it beats, I'm afraid.
That'll do it.
But the 18 is distracted.
Yay.
Good.
Well, that's something. That's at least a round of Etinless. And then there is literally nothing else I can do. So I'm just making my way towards the door.
Okay.
Because unless something happens, I'm probably out.
Okay. After Eltrio and Jakarth.
Would Mr. Juroc, does he class as prone, or is he like on his arms, walking around?
Himself up.
He's kind of factored this in. I'd say, yeah, just because I've aesthetically removed his legs, I'm reluctant to give him any kind of. He did move. Although technically he did fall off something, so he probably isn't as far away as... He's outside of the range for counterspell, but he was...
I mean, if we want to do a horror thing, it's like the entrails are sort of moving him around. It's just sort of slightly tentacly, and we're like, oh, that's nasty. Oh, why can he walk? Ugh.
Yeah, rules is where he's not prone, but he would have had to have used his last turn to not be prone. So yeah, he's not as far away as I may have previously narrated, but he's not prone.
I'm going to move closer towards where Hera is, so I'm within 30 feet of her, and I'm going to take 2 shots aiming towards Juroc, and I'm just going to shout to him, "Stop this now!" and fire.
Okay. Roll your attacks. Are you using sharpshooter?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
The first attack is a 18 to hit.
18?
Do we still have the D4?
Yeah, I think he said you do, yes. So
yeah, okay, I'll roll that.
It's not concentration, it just lasts 10 minutes.
Okay, 20 to hit.
Shield.
Oh dear.
Second attack?
Yup. That is a 23 to hit.
23 beats my shield.
27 if you include the D4.
Yes.
Okay, so this is going to be... with favoured foe, that's going to be 24 points of piercing damage, and dreadful strikes is going to be another 4 points of psychic damage.
Nasty. Juroc is starting to look very unwell.
Good. As that happens, this fire sort of encompasses my entire body and goes into my eyes, and my eyes just flare with flames and draconicness, and I will use action surge and attack 2 more times.
Okay.
Get him.
Come on, Jakarth.
That's a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yay.
That will hit.
Okay, so that is going. I'm going to pump a superiority technique into this one. Mm-hmm. That is going to be a distracting strike. So whoever hits him on the next attack that's not me will have advantage.
Okay. But it is a crit as well, so roll double your damage.
Yes. So that is because it's not, the crit didn't appear on my thing. So that is. That's my foes. 44 points of piercing damage.
44?
Yes.
As your arrow slams into his body as he's kind of crawling away, the last arrow pierces his skull and blows out the back, and you watch as a swarm of hornets and wasps emerges and flies off as his body, a lifeless husk, drops to the floor, dead.
And as soon as I watch him fall to the floor with a look of satisfaction on my face, I instantly spin around and fire my last arrow towards the bee that's near Hera, because I still have one attack. That is a 20. It's a 22 to hit.
22 will hit. Probably damage.
And I will do a pushing strike on this as well, so it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Strength. That is but a 6.
So that is 28 points of piercing damage to that, and it is pushed 15 feet away from Hera.
And the body of this drone, pushed away, slams into a wall, and just no longer flapping its wings, drops dead to the floor.
I will look towards Giacomo and I'll say, "Get to the priest, we need to get him up."
Oh dear.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Well, you've managed to kill off Antoni. So the thing that was healing things appears to no longer be taking effect, meaning Rex, it is your turn. Please make a death saving throw.
That's a 10.
10 is just on the edge of what you need, so that is a pass. Okay, Giacomo.
Okay, Rex on the ground. B2, how close?
They were right next to each other.
Right.
Rex does have eyes. Just saying.
Rex does have eyes. It is very true.
Ironically too small, but, you know, cut off from the hive minders are going to know.
I mean, yes, that's very true. As I just joined the bees and was like, I brought you a gift. Oh, that is the point. We need to take the eyes out of the bees. Let's put that on my shopping list. I know that out of context sounds weird, but we were asked. Okay.
Rewatch episode 5.
Yeah. It's not just Tom being weird. It's like, I want a collection. Here is rubbing off on me. I want things. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I think I will. I might as well. I'll go to Rex, and I think I might try to see if I can stabilize him.
Roll me a medicine check.
I was going to say, don't have a kit, but I can at least sort of...
You can do CPR of some sort.
Staying alive. Okay. That's a flat roll. That is... Use the D4. That's 13.
13. I will say that can count as an extra pass on his death saves.
Staying alive. And
that's such a good image in my head. This is massive bee hovering over us, and you're like,
And I also try and do the breath of life. So, hey shippers, the kiss between.
You should have, shipping Giacomo and Rex and stuff.
It's the ship no one knew they wanted, but now they realise.
It's the Rexamo.
And then you realise that Giacomo doesn't actually breathe.
No, so I'm just gently pressing my lips against him. Oof.
If you do that, you'll function like a bellows.
Anything with your bonus action?
Well, that's the thing. I can use disengage, but that is a little bit cheaty because I'm like, I don't want to leave him. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay here. Dodge. I can't dodge. No.
Really?
Dash, disengage, or hide. I think dodge is when you're like going down, like thief or something.
I mean, you can hide under Rex.
I mean, I don't want. He does have 2 successes. I mean, not to metagame, but where I'm just like, I'm gonna hide underneath the body, staying alive.
Oh my god! I just wake up and what's that in my back?
It's not nice when you get a knife in the back, is it? Hey.
Is that everything on your turn then?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, Hera, you are up and you are 2 foes down.
Who is left?
The bee near to Rex and Giacomo, and the Etin that is currently facing off of the Guardian.
Oh, I'm paralyzed, so I can't do nothing.
You can repeat the save.
It's a con, right?
Yes.
Is the Etin the one that was hypnotic pat, or was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Etin is hypnotic patterned. You're right.
17?
17 is fine. You are no longer paralyzed.
Yes.
A D4's coming in strong.
So,
It is.
but that has to happen at the end of your turn. There is 1 drone left. There is a moving thing. I'm reluctant to say living, but there's a moving thing near it. It is going to... It's going to go in with guns blazing, I'm afraid. The eye rays can hit things within 60 feet of it. So Giacomo, Eltron's moved backwards. Hera and Jakarth are close enough. So, rolling my d6s. So Giacomo, 1, 2, Hera, 3, 4, Jakarth, 5, 6. 1, that is Giacomo. First roll is numero 3. Please make me a strength saving throw.
I'm afraid that's a 10.
Is that including the d4?
That was a 4. Yeah, so 6 and 4.
You take 19 points of force damage, and you are blasted 60 feet away from Rex.
Would it be too cheeky for me to try and use my uncanny dodge, because it's an attack I can see that's coming?
Yeah, I don't think that would be too cheeky.
Thank you very much.
Does that give you another roll?
That gives me your reaction to half the attack's damage. Okay. So 19, you said?
I believe it said 19. Yeah, so you would take 9.
As I just cartwheel across the floor again, like I shouted to Chicago, I tried.
The next one is a 2, which is Giacomo again.
Oh
no!
Blasted you away. That is beam 5. Constitution saving throw.
I just
paralyzing ray.
That is 16.
16 is fine. You are not paralyzed. And third attack, 6, so that's Jakarth.
No, Jakarth, no, that's a bad one.
That was on a 6 on the actual dice roll.
No, it was not. There was a 1 on the dice roll. So that is a Constitution save for the freezing ray.
I think I'm going to go down.
How about you don't?
But no.
How about just...
No.
Don't do what I did.
That is an 8 in total.
8 is not enough.
Don't be a Rex.
But, no.
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 You take 21 points of cold damage. Your speed is half.
I was on 4, so that takes me to 0.
Rex, Jakarth is down, but that was the third beam. So that is drone turn. And the Etin is hypnotic patterned, so can do nothing, not even save against it. So Eltrion, back to the top of the round.
It's time for the Han Solo moment. Eltron's been basically backing away, has almost turned his back on this, thinking it's all gone wrong, and every time he's tried to cast a spell psychically, the counter spell has been like a hammer on his mind, just blasting him back. So he's emotionally, physically exhausted. And as he's turning to leave, thinking that the day is lost, he hears Giacomo's voice in his head crying out, and turns around to see his allies go down. Giacomo desperately trying to pump life back into Rex. The bee just starting and just sort of thinks like, is my life worth the hope for someone else? And decides, yes, it is, and turns back and starts running towards the fight. And summoning his last vestiges of energy, fires a psychic mind sliver, having run his full length back. Fires a psychic mind sliver at the drone, which is intelligence save 18. This is for you! Just screaming out loud as well.
Didn't roll well enough. 14.
Pew! Canonically, you turn around, look at Giacomo, and think, "Oh, I could do it." And Giacomo gets blasted across the room. You're like, "Pew!"
So that's 5.
I'm making a mistake.
5 points of psychic and a D4 off its next saving throw, whatever that might be. Going to use 2 of my last sorcery points to cast a quicken spell, and it's Psychic Lance. Psychic Lance is just blasting out there, and having seen that Antoni's been decimated by the heroics of Jakarth, I'm going to try and take out this drone, which is now menacing my friends. It's a DC 18 intelligence save.
Intelligence, okie dokie.
Minus 1d4.
Well, that's 19, but it's minus 4, so it's 15.
Cool. It takes 26 points of psychic damage and is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Okay. It's time to wail on the bee, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. That is still standing.
The sheer force of casting that spell just drives Deltrion down to his knees. It's just literally holding his head, clearly in agony.
That's everything on your turn, yeah? Action, bonus, move.
Yeah, that's the lot.
Jakarth, death save, please.
In the picture, the way that Jakarth went down is he got caught in the threes in breath, so he's not quite on the floor. He's sort of like hanging on icicles. Okay, so I need to roll. Can't see what that is. That's a 16.
Hey.
16 is a pass.
Woo.
Rex is next. You're still down. Please roll a death save.
That's a natural 1.
That is 2 fails. You're on 2 passes and 2 fails. Next roll decides it. Giacomo. You're 60 feet away from Rex.
I've got a bonus action. I can dash. Sod it. Sliding across the floor. Sliding up. Right. Glancing up and just sort of quickly going, he's a good man. He deserves it. He doesn't, not today. Come on, Valdre. And that's how I break his ribs. As I just I had the knife.
Medicine check, please.
Medicine check.
Also crit.
Thanks for jinxing it. Literally.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. But that's now.
I'm not cruel enough to say that you break his rib cage or anything like that. But
I'd say I broke some ribs, but I haven't killed him. But I just yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it's not going to do anything to aid him, I'm afraid.
Okay. That is literally. I've still got to. If you die, I can imprison your soul.
Wow.
And you get 1 question.
Why?
Was it worth it? No.
That's your action bonus.
Bonus action, yeah. I don't think I just slowly look up at the bee and I'm like, oh. Hera.
Hera, you're up next.
I dash towards Rex and spare the dying.
Okay. Spare the dying, you are automatically
Stabilized.
Stabilized, so you are no longer in death saves.
Oh, so close to dying.
As two zombies over your body.
So much pressure on my head right now, in a really good way.
You tried, but not quite. I've got it.
At it. Well done.
It is now the drone's turn. Oh, unless you've got something to do with your bonus.
Mm-mm.
Drone's turn. It is going to still come at you. I don't think Eltrion quite ran close enough to be within the beams, so this will be 1, 2, 3 for Giacomo and 4, 5, 6 for Hera.
I'll be perfectly honest, Sean, I forgot there was 2 of the bastards. That's
1, 2, 3 Giacomo.
Yeah.
I have so much healing, but I'm down. Oh.
You're not dead, though.
Please roll me a strength saving throw. This is the repulsion ray again.
I wake up and all my friends are dead. I'm like, shit. Not again.
18.
That is enough. You pass it, and it doesn't say anything about taking damage on a success. So, yes, you don't take anything there.
Just duck. No, that's it. It takes the hat off. Oh, no.
The next beam goes for Hera. That is ray number 1. So please roll me a Constitution save.
Okay. Hello, D4.
What's the D4?
11.
It's still not enough.
Yeah.
You take 21 points of cold damage and your movement is halved. Are you down?
Yup. I'm down.
Okay.
Like flat bees.
Well, I guess there's only one corpse left to shoot at. So, Giacomo, this beam is number 3. No, I think I've used number 3. I did. I have to re-roll it.
It's a bee that's, learned the art of chivalry not to attack someone who's down.
Awfully polite. No, I can't do that. No.
You wouldn't hit me on my birthday, would you?
Just play dead, Giacomo. Play dead.
Quite convincing if you did. Constitution save, please.
Fine. I do have advantage. 19.
19 is enough, and you don't take anything again.
No. Oh.
The hat goes flying off even further. And
I really don't like the hat.
Oh no, the one thing I cared about. Oh, Hera, no.
The Etienne is still stuck. Second turn in a row. So back to the top of the round. Eltrion.
Safety or damage? I've got one of these left. Yeah, I'm going to slam the same one with another psychic lance.
Mm-hmm.
If I can hit it. DC 18.
Intelligence save.
Because just trying to get in there is not going to...
15.
27 points of psychic.
It's still standing, but it looks very damaged.
Quicken spell, firebolt.
Okay. Roll your spell attack.
27.
Hits.
17 points of fire damage.
You engulf this drone in fire and it falls to the ground dead.
It's literally been ripped apart. Eltron's not looking good. Just cracks appearing on his skin.
How far away is it?
Sorry. It looks as if his body is just being held together by sheer kinetic will. Like the amount that's being channeled through him is just ridiculous.
Is this the one that's right next to us?
B is right next to you.
Snatch at the air, open it up, and there's a little wooden bee.
Is just literally, just screaming his defiance. That's my turn. That's what I got for now.
I glance over my shoulder and was like, don't you die on me, boss, okay?
I mean, I'm tapped.
Still an Etin.
We're gonna
have a little lie down.
Just shouting, Giacomo!
We're staying in initiative because there is still an Etin that is waiting to be broken free. That was Eltron's turn, so Jakarth, death save, please.
Well, there was just one bee left.
Yeah, there was only 2 bees.
It was incapacitated. How could it take its action and attack everyone?
The bee wasn't incapacitated.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
The Etin is.
Yeah, it is.
No, the bee was because I hit it with Psychic Lance. It failed to save. It's incapacitated for an entire turn. I mean, fuck it. I did say it, but it doesn't matter.
Lots of stuff going on.
There's a reason it didn't work.
I just glanced back and like, Hera, you're fine. You know that, right?
Nobody died, so I'm not going to argue the point because who cares? But if somebody had died, I would have been fighting for them.
But you are right that Hera shouldn't have gone down. So
might make all the difference. You never know.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to say that Hera is fine because that's my oversight as a DM.
The Grave Mother just was like, no.
That's all right, but I mean, you're perfectly right. There's a lot going on. Yeah, do it in game. Have the Grave Mother speak to her. That'd be nice. Then we can cut this bit out.
We're going to carry on. I've lost where we are in the order though. Jakarth, best save. What was your save?
14.
14. It's a pass.
2 passes. Well.
Rex, you are stable, but still only on 1 HP and unconscious. Giacomo.
Right, okay. So, why am I healing? Jakarth. Slide on my knees. Wherever your lover or wherever your brother is, staying alive.
Medicine.
Yeah.
I love this so much. It's so perfect.
I've got a 0 on medicine.
Oh, okay, 0. I was going to say, how did you roll a 0?
Yeah, that's a 12.
12?
Yeah.
I will say that counts as Jakarth's last pass. And you are also stable, again, unconscious until someone can give you some HP, but...
For those of you shipping Jakarth, Giacomo pulls away like...
Making out with everyone.
Where's mine?
Everyone will get little kisses after this.
Not Jakarth, it's Jakarth.
Yeah. That was all of your bonus move action, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Hera, you sit up realizing that you are actually fine.
Oh, okay.
There is
Power of the rules lawyer compels you.
There is still an incapacitated Etin in the center of this room.
I can attack it though, right? It's not going to be like wiggling around if I start attacking it.
If you attack it, it will wake up.
Do I attack it?
No, let Rex do some healing or something.
Okay. I can't.
I'm glad you're not dead,
no
by the way.
Spells.
I thought you were dead. Dead. Staying alive.
I can't heal.
You can't
healing potions, anything like that?
We might be able to reason with it, but just get ready to hit it in case it's not feeling reasonable.
I don't think I do.
Just poisons.
I have a couple of leaves. I'm a dandelion. Can I go through Rex's pockets to see if he has any healing potions?
Yeah. Do you?
I don't know that. I'm looking.
Yeah, I used the only one I had.
You have a mint humbug or something?
Some Werther's original.
Jelly babies! What the?
We roll an investigation check. We'll see what you can take off him.
Do I have on me?
Well, you're looking at your inventory, but it turns out you've got a bunch of sugar mice in there.
13.
Got a blanket, some candles.
Yeah, you probably don't find anything useful.
My vestments, some incense.
Put a blankie on him.
My holy symbol.
You touch it, like, ooh.
Hello. Heal him. No.
Ultron?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to try and speak into its mind, Sean. I can do that without. I'm just going to feel quite confused, but I'm trying to speak to it. Just sort of walking towards the thing and just being like, now, if I let you go, can we call an end to the hostilities, or do you want us to put you out your misery?
Where is Mac?
Who's Mac?
My head.
I don't know. We can maybe find your head for you.
Mac is dead.
I'm sorry for your loss, but we don't need to fight now. Can we... You know, you were being controlled. We don't have to have these hostilities, but if you don't want to live, we'll put you out of your misery, but please, don't make us do it.
Roll me a persuasion.
$21.
Torg doesn't want to die. Torg stops.
Okay. I'll just walk up to him, gently shake him out of the stupor. Now, no funny business now.
So this Etin, which, I mean, as described on the poster previously, is kind of dressed in a kind of clown outfit. One of those like white and black with three bobble kind of outfits. Sorry?
Pierrot. That's the end of the pier, yeah.
The Etin just kind of slumps down to his feet and just kind of sits there solemnly. And then looks over at Giacomo. Alan, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Where is Mac?
The bad man took him. I'm sorry.
Do you point at at Antoni?
Yeah.
Torg turns around and just kind of slams a fist into Antoni's body a couple of times, spattering him.
How are you doing? I know it's been a hell of a few weeks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't able to help, but...
It's lonely without Mac.
I can imagine. But for what it counts, you have me. Get up, Jakov, come on!
I would say that given that you have spent enough time talking through with Mac and getting out of combat, you could rouse your friends from their unconsciousness.
That's cold.
Welcome back. So, pat him on the shoulder. Not today. Too much loss. Come on. Oh, I have a promise to keep. If anyone wants to watch my back, I'll probably be appreciated.
Take you by the shoulders, look you in the eyes and say, go to her.
Shall I heal quickly?
I mean, that's not a terrible idea, Padre.
I feel absolutely awful. What? Did someone stamp on my chest? I think ribs may be broken.
That was the bee. I'm gonna roll
What's that taste on my lips? Oh.
No deception.
Those bastard bees.
What's that strange taste on my lips as well?
Probably halfling cheese.
That's a 22.
It's quite nice.
So I'll retroactively go, that was the bees.
Oh, well, whoever saved me, I appreciate it. Come close, like we should have been all along, and let me help.
I sense a bit of shade coming from you there, Rex.
That's what Antoni does.
No.
He divides people.
Divides, yes.
But we came together. That's the important thing. We came together. I think the bastard got away though.
Is it still full? Do we still have that? We don't have that magical effect anymore, giving us extra healing, do we?
It was bad guys got healed.
I don't know. I'm about to do it. So would it?
You get max heal.
Hey.
Okay. So I'm gonna, because we're not constrained by time, I'm gonna can use my channel divinity, which I was hoping to use in the fight, but I never got around to it. So Rex pulls out a little cylinder, and it's he sets a little fire and burns the incense, and then walks around everybody, like waving it to and from. And I'm going to use both charges of my channel divinity, and use Balm of Peace, and at a max health, both charges, that is 42 points of healing to everybody.
42. So if that would take you over your max, it takes you over into temp HP.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
What's 42 minus 9?
I'm on half hit points.
I got 65 plus 31.
Plus 31?
Yeah.
Can you make a constitution save?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for too much health. So nat 20.
Too healthy.
You feel the healing energy wash over you, and your wounds start to close, but the scar tissue kind of is a bit overzealous and starts to swell and overlap. You don't feel any ill effects, but you're growing more than you should. It's probably actually healing over your arm again.
That's a good time to get a nat 20.
I went 5 over.
5 over, constitution save.
Just gonna go and hug Rex.
Oh, yes, everyone come in. I give
Herod dashes and like.
I make room.
Come on in.
6.
You have 1 level of exhaustion as the excessive healing. Your body is kind of exhausting its own energy reserves.
I think I will have that anyway. It's been a very long day for me.
I'm going to move in for the hug, and as I do, the scales on my body begin shifting slightly and moving to sort of try and patch up the wounds on the scales, and I'm going to cast 2 cure wounds on myself, which does draconic healing.
You don't have to roll, it gives you full.
Oh yeah, so that'd be 20 hit points in total. It doesn't take me over max.
It still doesn't.
No.
As everyone comes in, I'm also going to use my last 4th level spell slot. And as everyone kind of comes in, starts hugging, I'm going to cast Heroism on everybody, which it gives you 5 temp HP. You don't take that if you've got something higher, but you feel like you're immune to being frightened, and you feel that sense of like courage and bravery kind of lifting your spirits up slightly. Whatever happened, we did it. And if he's not dead, we'll find him and make sure he is. But for now, there's more people here that need our help. Giacomo, you are our family, and we will come with you.
I'm going to quickly check over his body just to see if there's a way that he could have left. Make sure.
Let's get Giacomo's girl if she's here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll quickly check the body before we go, because I've got a feeling that by the time we come back, the body might have gone.
I mean, we could if Torg wants to stay. I mean, you're free, my friend. You can do what you like now. The circus is currently it doesn't exist. It's,
Torg will think about it.
I'll go up and just put a hand on him and just go.
Do you need healing? I asked the Yeti.
I mean, he's taken some damage.
He's sent to the far realm.
Yeah, he's mostly.
Yeah. Here, Torg. What was the name?
Torg. T-O-R-G. The other head was Mac, M-A-C, and they were known in the carnival as the Two Eddies.
Torg, as a symbol of friendship and end of hostilities, and I just put a hand on him, and some radiant healing will leak out of my hand, and I'll cast a Cure Wounds on him.
What would that be at max power?
I forgot it was max power. That's awkward. It would be 29 points of healing. Thank you for ending the hostilities, my friend. I hope this goes some way to repaying the damage we dealt you. Any member of Giacomo's family is a member of ours too.
Same. Giacomo's friends as Torg's friends too.
Yes. I hope we're friends.
Is Giacomo going to find...
Yeah.
Okay. You head down the corridor to where you were going, and you find a woman who is sat in a corner of the room sobbing. You can see that she has been victim of some of Juroc's experiments. You can see that she appears to have the lower legs of an antelope or deer of some kind, but a large crocodile-like tail emerging from her hindquarters.
I said I was going to come for you, and I have.
Alan, I was so scared.
I wouldn't. Even death couldn't keep us apart. Well,
she turns around and starts a little because she hasn't seen you.
Yeah,
and didn't know what had happened.
Taking it down, and I'm just like, I think we've both been through rather a lot.
Alan,
I'm about to do a really horrible thing, and having to go. I might have to do a thing from the past because I don't know what her name is.
Yeah. Roll me your history check.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be bad. And I'm just like, Alan. I'm like, hey, you,
darling.
You still have the D4.
That's a 19.
B-U-E. Boo.
What's it? Pardon?
Boo. B-U-E.
B-E-U. Boo. Hey, boo.
I want to leave this city. I can't stay here anymore.
No, I suppose we can't. No. Your father is gone, I'm afraid. But, would you like a chance to say goodbye?
Yes.
Reach out, pull out the trinket, crush it, and a spectral version of Giacomo Senior appears.
So beautiful.
He will want to move on, but I'm afraid the way the spell works is we can ask him one question. So say goodbye, and then we move on.
I don't know what to ask. What would you? What?
I don't. I'll be honest. A lot is lost. I never got a chance to give you these, and I hold up 2 rings. Sir, may I ask for your daughter's hand in marriage?
Giacomo, you were always like a son to me. It would be my pleasure to welcome you into our family.
And with that, I also like you call me Giacomo. I guess.
Sorry.
No. I'm now. It's again like all great circus where I'm like I am Giacomo now.
I mean, to be fair, he's been part of your ghostly whales, right?
Yes. So yeah,
is aware that you've taken on his name.
That's fair. That's
That's how I'm.
I also think it's nice that the old man is like, yeah, I approve of this. Hey.
Maybe he just starts every sentence by saying his own name.
Giacomo is enjoying this cake. Yeah. I guess that's a character trait I need to take on now.
I could make that official for you. I have magic left, if you wish to bind in this way.
I mean,
whilst he is still here.
Before he goes.
To be part of the proceedings.
I mean, it isn't exactly a forest glade or, a chance with all our friends and family, but I think I love you deeply and truly. And a lot is gone, but there's a chance for us to start again. And I glance at Eltron at that point and then glance back. There's just a momentary look. I mean, if you would take me.
We've been through so much, Alan. I would take you in whatever state if you would have me.
You're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I get down on one knee. Now, let us flash back to when I ate that halfling cheese in, I think, episode 3, and I went round the corner. Alan at the time realised he was going to be murdered and thought, now what's the safest way of protecting these rings that I intend to give to my most beloved? And I swallowed them. I swallowed those rings. And so in an alleyway, about 3 episodes ago, Giacomo looked down and went, oh, I guess I was married. But we're not going to worry about that. And that's just for us. That's a secret, as this zombie proposes to this alligator woman.
Who said romance was cheesy?
No, as long as they're willing, they have to be. I'd use the ceremony spell to use wedding on them whilst the father's present.
Well, we've had 3 funerals now, and now we've got a wedding. So, if you send off Giacomo Senior, we've almost got an alternate title for this adventure.
Eltron smiles with genuine happiness for Giacomo and inwardly massages his potentially broken heart.
Yep.
Sox is a manservant, but you're a great friend.
I wink at
you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What about Rex Leon?
Sorry, are you just giving me names? Are you suggesting I call my child Rex Leon?
No, I was saying, obviously you've broken Eltron's heart. So
you want to take my place? Okay.
No, but I use the ceremony spell, which will put the it binds it. Only for 7 days, technically, per the spell, but
Eltron, it's not 7 days.
Yeah, it was to basically
7 days is no time at all to a half elf.
I'm aware of the time. I know that we need to wrap things up. Is there anything that you want to do in the closing moments of this campaign?
I think go with the others. He stayed to investigate the body of Juroc to see if there was anything on him at all, or any indication that he is not actually dead.
Give me an investigation roll.
Still got the D4. That's a 9.
9. Anything that could have been salvageable, unfortunately, when Torg slammed his fist into Juroc's body several times, has been smashed, so is not recoverable. You do find something in an inside pocket which looks like it may have once been a shell or a skull or something made of some sort of hard ceramic-like material. Seems to have been natural, but you can't recover enough of it to determine what it might have once been.
I'll take what I can of it, and then when everybody's out of sight, I'll turn the body over so I'm looking at it, and the draconic form forms over, and I just rip it to shreds while nobody's watching, and then revert back to normal and join the others, wiping the blood off my hands.
I'm very confused.
Okay. Hera, is Hera doing anything?
Hera's probably back from the wedding. That's happening. And she's probably holding the dandelion. Just thinking on Grave Mother. Just thinking, just taking everything in, a little bit shell-shocked.
Oh, my petal, it seems like you're having quite a day.
Yes.
Why don't you come back to Mother? Come back to Yarta.
I think that would be nice.
Yes, I'll take care of you, my flower.
Was he right on my name?
Who?
I don't know if you saw it all, but the creature that's been making creatures out of other things.
I've been tending my garden, my love, but you can tell me all about it when you get back.
I will.
But your name is Shira McThuman. Don't forget that. There's a lot of power in names.
It's nice to have that back.
See you when you get here, my love.
I look forward to it.
What about Rex, Giacomo, Eltron? Anything further?
I think Rex would, after the wedding, go up to Hera and say, Hera, you've looked after me when I was brought down with a sickness, and I think this little adventure of ours out from the temple has proven I am mostly recovered from it. Giacomo's had his happy-ish ending and answered many questions, but I know you have many too. If you would like, I would like to accompany you and help you find yours. If you need the help, and if you want mine, I'm more than willing to offer that continually to you.
She's just going to stare at him for a minute and then just hug him really tightly again.
We'll find the answers that you have questions for, and we'll find your mother and her garden.
My name's real, though. She confirmed it.
So I should start calling you not Hera?
No, my name's Shira.
Okay, Shira. Then let's go find out where you came from and how you ended up. Yes, no problem at all. I look forward to it.
Don't die again, though. Don't do that again.
I think Giacomo may have kissed me. Under my breath as we kind of huddle up in this side.
He did.
I thought so.
I've kissed everyone apart from the person I really should have been kissing.
There's a moment that Eltron just looks over and sees the newly named Hera, Shira, and Rex together, just sort of smiles and looks and sees Giacomo with his wife to be, or wife as is, depending on at what point in the narrative, and just smiles at that. He thought about asking Giacomo to come with him on his adventures, but now sees that perhaps there's a home for him here. But will never be too far away. Then looks over and sees Jakarth, just walks over, says, "May well be, but this has not been finished yet. And if that's the case, I might know some people as can help you with finding the answers." Hand him a scrap of paper, which has an address written on it, and a pin in the shape of a harp. "You bring this here, they'll see you right. And maybe you and I will see each other again. Well done, Jakarth."
Well done to you as well, everyone. I'll take you up on this offer.
I knew you wouldn't disappoint me. As for the others, they're welcome along too, but it seems to me they might have some business here for a while, and, well, tonight's a night for celebrating, but people like you and me, we know the fight never ends, don't we?
Indeed. Should we go get to work now? leave our friends here in peace.
Let's let them have their moment. Slip away when their backs are turned, but maybe one toast for the road, hey?
Sounds like a plan.
Good man.
Okay. Giacomo, anything closing for him?
There are people in the cages. Has anyone else survived, or is it just the three of us left?
There were a couple of people who were still in the throes of the bloat. It seems that most of the people lacked the resolve, the strength of will to live through the depredations of Juroc Antoni.
Right. Okay. We do what we always do. We start again. We pack up wherever we can. We head on the road. Ned is not our problem. We let that go. I mean, I sort of look over at Hera and Rex and go, if you want traveling companions, we've got horses, we've got... Hold on. Has Eltron left? Or are you about to leave?
Do you?
I think you're about to, and I sort of wave here and I think we're gonna have to have a conversation one day, but not today. I don't want you forgetting about me, boss. So, reaches up, pulls a patch, flicks it up in the air, turns and warps, and as that patch hits the ground, boomf, 2 mastiffs. I sort of go, you take care of them, okay? You come visit. Greatest show on earth. Congratulations, you've got 2 pets now.
Never too far away, my friend. Never too far away.
Okay. So, if you will indulge me just for a little bit longer, the lights fade, the camera pans away on this scene as the party kind of go their separate ways. Eltrion and Jakarth, you chose to kind of stay together. You, a couple of days later, turn up at an address that, through your contracts, you've managed to locate a certain Ms. Ryan. As you knock on the door, a half-elvish woman answers. Hello? Who is it? What would you say to her?
You know who it is.
I'm afraid I haven't got a clue.
I'm afraid you're gonna have to come with us. We need to have a conversation.
You haven't even told me who it is that you are looking for.
Is it clearly her, Sean?
You're fairly certain from your contracts.
No. Well, speaking to her mind, I know it's you we're looking for. Don't try any funny business. My friend here may seem like he has an extremely pleasant demeanor, but I can assure you, if you piss him off, there's one way it'll go. Now come on, Ryan.
Let the draconic eyes flare up.
As you say Ryan, she kind of tuts and rolls her eyes. Non, rien. Je ne fais rien.
Oh, shut up.
Well, I'm afraid there are some things you've done that you might regret, Brienne. Now, Jakarth, bring her along. We've got to have a conversation.
My hand on the back of her neck, on the back of her head, right where her neck is, ready to grab her to pull her if she resists. But I'll just sort of push her out of the door.
I've got powerful friends. You won't hear a lot of me.
Well, isn't it just a day for meeting people with powerful friends stuff? You're about to meet some of ours.
Indeed. And I think that's... sorry, were you going to say something?
Oh, I just said indeed.
Indeed. I think with that, we can draw everything to a close. So, thank you, everyone, for joining us on this roller coaster of an emotional ride. We have indeed had 4 funerals and a wedding. Yeah. Before I get into the main outro kind of stuff, I have one last anagram to set you, and this one I'm going to give a little bit more time. I'm going to give the answer at our talk together session. You may have noticed that there were several names. The conspirators who murdered Giacomo, Ruby Yatt, Bo Bevan, Curtis Rowley, and Ned Deuce. All of them together make a single anagram, and obviously, you know, no inspiration for our players, but I mean, we'll see whether the powers that be can give you some sort of prize if you happen to get it. So, Ruby Yatt, Ruby Yatt, Bo Bevan, Beau Bevan, Curtis Rowley, CurtisRollie, and Ned Deuce, Nedduse. Now, that's all one 6-word anagram. See if you can get it. The only clue I'm going to give you is that, well, maybe with Antoni gone, our friends can finally get some serenity. You're all clearly wondering what on earth I'm getting on about. So, thank you for joining. If you enjoyed tonight, we play every Monday and Tuesday from 6 p.m. GMT. I think that's about 10 a.m. I don't know. You've got Google. You can check when your time zone is. You can catch a new show from next week. I think it's going to be a one-shot, but we'll double check in chat. The mods will let you know. And you can also join us on Friday, which I believe is going to be the talk together with us. Otherwise, you'll be waiting a long time for the answer to that anagram. Talk Together is our chat show where we interview players, DMs, entire parties in this case, and other TTRPG industry voices. So please do check us out again at 6 p.m. GMT. All of our shows are streamed at twitch.tv/RollTogetherRPG, and you can find all of our content archived at youtube.com/RollTogetherRPG. There are also podcast versions of all of our shows available everywhere, so please search for Roll Together RPG on those. A massive thank you to our D20 Club on Patreon. There'll be a link in chat now, so do join them. Every penny helps us to make all of this emotional, fantastic content that we do. Big thanks again to our sponsors, our supporters, and so much love to our 5 players. You have been an absolute joy, and I've loved every second of this campaign. please find us on all the socials as Roll Together RPG, and thank you for watching.
Goodbye.
Bye.